when the normal BS just won't do. ChaoticRadio.com.
Calling all units. Shots fired. Shots fired in front of the Supreme Store. There's about to be a 261 in progress. Send all available units. Send in the backup. Send in the big gun. Send in the K9 unit. Send in the... Fuck.
I wanna be gay, cause you're fucked and I wanna savor it. But it's cool, after smashing you, I'll PayPal you 2K. Oh no, you getting mad and knocked the phone right out of my hand? That shit was fucking absurd. You're a rapper.
Welcome to the Kinda Gaming Show.
Hi, everybody.
Live on chaoticradio.com and on YouTube at Chaotic Radio Live. Today is a big show. We got a lot of things planned.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that song. I don't know what it was.
That is iDubbbz diss track
iDubbbz.
of Rice Gum.
Okay,
Rice Gum.
that sounds familiar.
Yeah, so Bernard, when he listened to it, I saw him back there, he was shaking his head like, what the fuck is this?
It's a
Yeah,
bunch of
haven't
internet
heard
bullshit.
music this golden before.
Exactly. So we have two guests on today. We have the lovely Cassie with us, my love, sitting over there. Yeah, exactly.
She gets one Sonic ring.
She gets one Sonic ring.
Hey, that's one extra hit.
Yeah, exactly. Then the normal crew over here: Miguel, Connor, Brandon, Bernard.
Howdy dowdy, everybody.
Yeah. So
yeah, howdy dowdy.
Say howdy dowdy.
Yeah, I did.
That's interesting.
So we will be live at 9 o'clock with Kripparrian, Kripp, the Krippers, Hearthstone fanatic.
Kripparino Streamerino? I
Yeah,
don't know.
Kripparino, Streamerino on the Chaotic Radio kind of gaming show Reno.
Show Reno.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I'm a big fan of his, and so
Off to a great start.
and so is Miguel. So this should be great. Anyway, so what I wanted to get into first off, it's great to be back. I was gone last
You were
week
gone.
due to
Wow, you were gone too?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
was.
Welcome
Yeah,
back.
both were gone.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, Bernard coming in.
Oh, he's coming in. Someone pissed him off. So, you know,
He's about
last
to
week,
break some shit.
some circumstances out of our control, you know, as it was briefly mentioned on the...
What do we fuck up? Brandon's levels?
Yeah, I'm not loud enough. Am I loud enough?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, what are you doing to me?
That's because you
You're
turned
not- you
him
weren't-
down instead
you
of
weren't-
Miguel
You
down.
weren't muted. You just keep moving your
No, I'm
mouth
not.
away.
I'm standing still. I'm kissing it. I'm making out with
He's
this mic.
right up in there.
It is in my throat.
All right.
Perfect. So this last weekend, Miguel and I and our Ubercrit intern Joy,
Yeah, she was here on the show.
she was here last week on the show with our other intern Quaid. We went to IndieCade this past weekend.
Yes, we did. That was fun.
It was amazing.
Explain what that is.
So it's basically the Sundance Film Festival of video games.
Indie games.
Wow.
Indie video games.
Indie games. Well, I say that because the Sundance Film Festival is inherently indie, like indie films.
Oh, yeah.
Not those
that's-
movies come out in
That's
theaters, though.
they do,
anyways,
but
so.
like Sundance is like the top level
It's
of
also in
indie.
Canada, isn't it?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
independent
yeah.
films that are picked up by producers.
Exactly, and that's basically if you're at this show, you're in the process of doing that. Now, not every game at the show is possible. You know, one of my favorite games at the show, you put your head inside of this machine, or like this box, and there's another player on the other side, looking at you, and you're trying to show emotions without show them. So, like in the beginning, it plays, and it's like,
Give some context.
go
Explain,
ahead.
like the
Yeah.
okay.
Do people have to buy a peripheral to
It's
play
in a
this?
no. I don't think you can. Well, maybe they're trying to market it, but it's a dystopian future where emotions are outlawed.
Yes.
Oh,
And you
I
have
Yes.
to you're being screened because they suspect you of having emotions, so you need to have a partner screen you and accurately figure out what emotions you're trying to portray without giving it away to the machines.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, and
it's
you
using
know-
like eye movement or like just facial
Yeah, like very
expressions,
subtle, like
eye-
eyebrow tweaks
Yeah,
and lip curls and whatnot.
that's super dope.
Exactly. It was really fun, and you know, if you passed, you got a like a ticket saying,
Oh,
"Oh,
yeah.
you're a good citizen
think
with
I
your
have mine on my
picture on
wallet.
it."
So if you walk in with like a big happy face, like that's just your normal ass face, and you're trying to convey the emotion of "I'm happy," can you win?
I don't know, man.
Do you have to go in
No,
with
the-
like a straight face,
The
or
machine will
can you-
definitely set you off. Here,
Yeah.
you have crumpling. You're like, here's mine.
Oh, you have a little receipt ticket.
Oh, it looks like it's like a Game Boy printer almost.
It does look like a Game Boy.
Yeah, it printed out
quality.
of the same box, didn't it?
Model citizen.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, so I passed. Andrew got me through the screening.
Your violation is emotional possession.
Right. So
So
they
you are
expected me to.
possessed by emotional ghosts.
No, I am the
Exactly.
emotional ghost.
Yeah,
Emotional ghost.
I've been possessing people.
Punishment life.
Yeah.
You're punished with life.
Yes.
You have to live.
Because I'm a ghost. They bring me back to life to
That
suffer.
sucks. Wow.
So
No.
yeah, man. So tell them about your experience at IndieCade. You know, I'm inherently the indie guy and
I
all
know
this.
you like all like.
So
Abzu when all big
I
games come
loved
out.
it. I loved it even before I got there.
Right.
But you know, Miguel, he's not.
Where's the Gears of War?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Where's
I
the
wouldn't
Call
go
of
that far,
Duty?
but it takes a little bit more to impress Miguel than I. Let's just put it that way. So why don't you tell them about your experience?
Yeah, people are under the impression that I absolutely hate indie games. That's not true. I just think a lot of them, like, they get churned out really quickly without having any, like, real merit to them.
Right.
And they get praised for that. But there are a lot of games that we saw at IndieCade that I, like, would definitely be interested in if I had the means. Most particularly Cat Sorter VR.
I've heard of that. Okay, so that's
You
been on
heard of
YouTube.
that?
No, it's been there for a while. Like
Fuck,
on
I
YouTube,
didn't
I've seen
know.
people play it.
Oh, I had no idea it was already in the
Yeah.
public eye. Yeah, it was dope. The guy had the Vive there. He had two Vives. I guess because there was problems, so they kept having to swap them out. Not entirely sure. But yeah, it's a super dope game. Like, it was the first thing we saw. We were scouting out because we arrived just before the thing began, and we were scouting out the grounds, trying to figure out like how we wanted to like roadmap it. We walked out onto this balcony and looked down on like the main show floor in the building,
And you saw cats.
and I saw Cat Sorter VR. Very first thing I saw, and I was like, I'm playing that.
I need cats. I need to sort them.
Yeah.
I need my Maine Coons with the Maine Coons, and I need the Munchkins with the Munchkins.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was the very first thing he pointed. He was like, "This is what I want."
Separate the ragdolls too, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't have my giant Maine Coons with the tiny little Munchkins. Can't do it.
Exactly.
Gotta have my
Well-
Savannahs in their own level.
Well, it wasn't quite like that. Like you inspect them and you have to replace their
Like some
butthole.
cats. Yeah, the
it was-
cloacas, right? The cloacas. The
Yeah,
cat
I
cloaca.
guess I don't. Does that count? It's just a sphincter. A cloaca is a type of sphincter.
Look at the
right?
back of a cat. You'll find one.
Yeah, yeah, man. So it was a great time. So I think a game that we played that was a little bit under the radar. So what we did when we were there is we tried to switch off. I would play a game, Miguel would play a game, just so we could vary up, one, the interviews, but secondly, so if we were waiting in line for something, because there were some lines for some games. Some of them there was nobody. But Miguel played this game called Cribbage with Grandpa.
Nice.
Right, and
Interesting.
to be honest, I walked over there because no one was talking. Like, there was no one there.
Was it slow paced and smelled bad?
And I wish, but no. Like, there's all these other things, and people are like, oh, this. I'm like, oh, no one wants to play cribbage with Grandpa over there. So I'm like, Miguel, let's
Sounds
go.
really sad.
Yeah, exactly.
wants
So
to play
I'm
with
like, Miguel,
Grandpa.
go take a look at this, and it surprisingly was good.
Yeah, it was just cribbage. I imagine. I had never played cribbage, but the people at the booth were really like kind, and they taught me how to play it.
And you got to play cribbage with your Grandpa Bob.
Yeah,
It
Just
wasn't
like
your
a
grandpa.
random grandpa on screen.
yeah. It was.
Someone
It's a
else's
mobile
grandpa.
game. It was. Yeah, I tried to make my grandpa, but then it was full. So when I tried to save, it erased my grandpa.
So there was probably like a little 10-year-old in the
Just
back
like-
playing his
Got
Game
erased.
Boy.
just like real life.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Wow.
So
Anyway.
I ended up playing with like a grandpa someone else made earlier. He was an asshole. I didn't like him very much.
No, he was a dick to you the entire time. Like, whenever he thought he was going to win, his eyebrows were raised and be like, yeah, I got you, bitch. It's basically how he would be.
That was nice.
you little bitch. I'm gonna beat your ass at cribbage.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and we did a lot of different things there. One of my favorite things that we played was, I mean, it's not an indie game, but there was Exploding Kittens there.
Oh, I've heard of
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Well, it's
But
a
it was-
card game.
It is a card game, but they had
Cards.
they had the BFC
I'm with
edition.
you with the cards.
yeah, it
the-
is a
the-
card game.
Yeah,
Big fucking cat.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
big
the
fucking
big
cat
cat what?
edition.
Possibly big fucking card edition because
Possibly.
the cats or the
Were they
cards.
giant cards? Like
The cards were
ones they have that,
7
like-
feet tall.
Okay, yeah. that makes
Damn.
sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, with
right.
giant
I
cards.
felt bad because I was, for some reason, my team designated me as their leader, which is why we lost. But
I see.
you know,
Well, nobody had played on his team.
nobody had played, nobody. So they designated me the leader. And I picked up a card one time, and we had children on our team, and I picked it up, and I wasn't paying attention, and I just smacked the kid right in the face, and he was just like, he went back, and everyone's like, "Oh, are you okay?" And I'm
That's how you're
like, I'm
supposed
not
to play
even.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Just slam it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, man, it was a fantastic time. Thank you so much to everyone at IndieCade to hook us up with some free passes for the day. Actually,
You're
they
welcome.
It was media
gave it for the
passes.
whole
You shouldn't just
weekend.
call them free passes.
what was that?
They were media passes. You shouldn't just call them free
But you
passes.
didn't
No,
have
I
to pay
said,
for
no,
them.
I said
Yeah,
they
but-
hooked us up with passes.
Yeah, you said free.
Well,
Hook up, free, media. You don't have to pay money.
Legit shit.
Either way.
But
in
still
any
cool.
case, thank you for hooking us up, Chaotic Radio. It was a blast.
But we were there on business, is what I'm getting at.
We were.
Regardless,
Thanks
let
for
me say
having
thank you.
us.
There you go.
We were probably there. Well, how long were we there? Like fucking 12 hours.
Dude, yeah, pretty much.
We were probably
got
on
there at 9 in
business
the morning,
for
roughly.
like 10 and a half of those hours. And then for the last hour, we were just like, let's play some games for fun.
Well, while you were doing that, I was getting my ass kicked in Cuphead.
Oh, nice.
I've been playing that, man.
It's beautiful.
Oh, it's so good.
Fucking love it.
I don't. I have not been having that many issues.
Yeah, get to
with
World
it.
2.
I am in World 2.
No, it sucks.
Issues as like not difficult to.
Yeah, no, it's like to me, it's fun. Like that's the type of game I'm good at. Like the
No, it's
dragon
not.
wasn't an
I
issue.
haven't played it yet, so
I don't know what dragon you're talking about.
Like the big green dragon.
I'm on the genie.
Oh yeah, I just beat the. I beat the genie.
Yeah.
I believe it took me 4 times.
Interesting. See, I can run through Dark Souls with no deaths, but this game is hard.
No, to me, like, I guess I recognize these patterns easier
Okay.
than like Dark Souls. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's 2D.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
I
the
think
lack
it's
of
'cause
a
it's
third
2D.
dimension.
I need that third dimension. I need that dodge mechanic.
See, I'm the exact opposite. Like if
I need melee weapons. That's a thing.
when I see that it's in 2D and like, oh well, I know the bullets are coming this way, or he's going to attack this direction. He has like little tells. It's easier for me to see in that game than Dark Souls, where like in Dark Souls, in my experience, which as you know, like their tells to me aren't as telling
They're
because
very
they're
Huge, dude. They
They're-
wind up so
Yeah,
hard.
they'll wind up. Be like,
They're
"I'm
like
gonna
really
hit you.
bad
You better
boxers.
get out of the way.
it's like
you
Captain
go.
Falcon. Just Falcon.
Yeah,
Pretty
and you're sitting
much.
there. Oh, I didn't see it coming. I had no idea he was saying Falcon Punch.
Where the fuck did that come
Where
from?
did that come from?
Straight out of nowhere.
It's like he didn't even
out of
telegraph it
nowhere.
at all.
RKO. Sorry.
Oh wow.
Anyway,
Watch out!
Anyway, so one of the games that we played at IndieCade, so we probably played about 30 games.
30 games. I can't remember which one you're talking
We
about.
played a lot, but we played.
Oh, 30 different games. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what did we play 30
Almost
games
30
of?
games.
No, I think the game we played the most of was that ninja game where it was like 5 on 5 on 5 on 5.
wow.
Because there were these kids there that they were like whooping our ass for like the first 3 games.
They
And
were,
then-
and so we had
then
to school
It's
them.
like
we
playing
switched
Destiny.
sides.
Took their fucking Nesquik away from them.
What?
Oh, there was free Nesquik. That was cool.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that's why. Like, it's like it was weird because like you look and it's all of these indie titles and like really niche things, and it's like sponsored by Nesquik.
I mean, that's kind of niche
Makes
now.
The Monster had
Yeah,
their
right.
Monster had their
Monster
soda
was there
too.
also. Yeah,
Like, who
they
drinks
had the
milk
soda.
anymore?
Okay, well, that's just
What the
ridiculous.
fuck?
It's true. Like,
What?
how many people drink milk? Like, everyone's drinking soda or like. Yeah.
It's true.
Brenda
That's like
thinks
a-
milk's actually disgusting.
It is.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, Cass does not drink milk.
I don't like milk.
That's
I
why
know a
your
lot
bones
of
are
people
weak.
that don't.
What the fuck?
That
That's why
makes
you
sense.
break your feet every
Yeah,
time you
I
step.
can't drink it by itself. Like
Yeah,
if
see?
it like
I need
if
to
it's
be
in
carried
cereal.
everywhere.
Technically, I can't either. I drink mine with ice.
What the?
No, get out of here.
Nice.
Get out of here. That's
You
like
There better
pineapple
be
on
some
pizza.
vodka and Kahlua in that shit.
No.
I bet you like pineapple on pizza.
Yes.
Oh, good.
I love that. To be fair, Hawaiian pizza, in
Stop
my
it.
opinion, is like
No.
the
Stop
best
it.
pizza.
No.
No. Try milk. Try milk
Okay.
with ice. Ice cold milk is the bomb.
Who here works at a restaurant? Raise your hand.
Me.
What if what if you used to work at a restaurant?
Fair enough.
Counts.
All right, your opinion counts. Out of you two, does pineapple belong on a pizza?
Pineapple belongs to whatever wants to pay for it. If they're that dumb to do it, more
Yeah,
power
fuck
to
it,
them.
man.
Yeah, see, that's a correct answer from both ends.
I don't know. On Twitter, Gordon Ramsay said pineapple does not fucking belong on a pizza.
And he's a
It does
professional.
Any
He has
pizza
a
he
restaurant.
buys, there should not be no damn pineapple. But if you want to
Exactly.
buy it, put pineapple on it
Exactly.
and ruin it, more power to you.
Yeah, there you go.
The only fruit that belongs on a pizza
Is
is
me.
tomato. Stop it.
Oh,
Tomato.
it's
or,
me. Anyway,
What about bell peppers?
That's
bell
not a
peppers
fruit.
are okay.
They're fruit.
We'll talk about this later.
Right.
Either way.
Hold on, Cassie.
but
This
I
isn't
agree,
even
yes.
kind of
It's a
gaming
bell-
anymore.
Welcome to the Food Channel
Yeah.
with celebrity chef Cassie Fielding.
Oh, thanks.
Welcome. Welcome.
Anyway, so one of the games we played was Open Up, Shut Up. It is a cool party-style game up to 6 players. So,
Nifty.
yeah, so we're going to go ahead and play it. Basically,
I thought that said up to 18 players.
That'd
that
be
says
fucking.
for
The game
players
is
18 and
18
older.
Okay.
So how this works is it's a little bit like a combination of oh shit.
Does
what's
that change if you change it from
I
not
was
safe
like,
work mode?
I know.
No, it does not. Okay.
Oh wow.
Those are all memes.
So this is like Cards Against Humanity in the sense where there is a judge every round, but instead of judging like a card, it's whoever has the best answer verbally. So for
Oh.
example, it'll be like aliens, and it'll say
Native
Wrecking
Americans.
Eagle is no big.
and it'll ask, it'll be like, so do you believe aliens came to Earth? And whoever's judging, they get to decide whatever answer is the best. So you want to be able to explain yourself in a way or be funny.
All right.
And whoever has the most points at the end wins.
Alrighty.
All right, so we're gonna be playing the not safe for work version, even though we're at work.
How many players?
We're gonna have 6.
And just give those random faces. Don't have us.
Yeah, no,
picking-
I'm not. We're just gonna go like this. So for continuity, since you're sitting next to me, you can see from left to right, me, Miguel, Connor, Brandon, Cassie, Bernard. He's at the end, but don't worry, Bernard. I got you. All right.
Never worried.
Never worried.
He's just gonna.
All right.
beat
So
us.
since we can't hear it, this tells you when to shut up. Like stop your talking. So if I start yelling "shut up," it's not because I don't want to hear it. Well, that's
Can
true.
we play
I want
the
you to stop.
Oscars music?
Hold on.
Stage.
We can. You just gotta create a little bit of
We
a
weren't ready for
distraction.
this.
Wait
I
a
got
little
you,
bit of
I got
time.
Let's go. Start it.
We're waiting for the Oscars music now.
Damn.
Oh, that's what you.
You
That's
did
what you
this.
meant. I was
So-
like, what the fuck are you talking about?
So is it we're all talking at once?
no.
No.
It turns. It'll.
Oh, okay.
It'll. Andrew will tell people who's talking. This is
All right.
great.
Is that the get off the stage music?
Yeah, that's not the one. First one I found on YouTube. Give me a
Sounds
second.
like music.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
Right,
wow,
that-
it
that's
sounds like you're
like-
coming on.
That's
this
when
way.
you're
right.
getting the hook or something.
No.
Da-da-da-da-da.
That shit's rude.
I want to be gay. I've listened to that
Yeah.
song so many times.
Really?
There it
Yeah,
is.
I really
That's
like
There
it.
we go.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll shut up now.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead. Oh, I can't put that.
You
in
got
full screen.
some. You got
So
some
we're gonna
meme
go.
faces.
Yeah, they're all meme
Oh
faces.
man, I'm not funny for this. I should have been.
All right, so
prepared.
I am the judge of this round, which actually that works
I'm
out
right
really
there
well.
with you.
All right. So yeah.
So I'm the judge. So I'm going to pick.
He's got some categories there.
I'm gonna
Violent
go with.
tendencies.
I'm gonna go with promiscuous.
Ooh.
So whoever gives me the best answer gets
Oh,
a heart. All right. So
Do we have to be promiscuous? Like,
I don't know.
I feel like
Judge and
Cassie
read the
has the
question
advantage.
aloud. Are you submissive?
win.
Hold on. Are you dominant or submissive in bed? That is the
and
question.
it's gonna point at one of us there.
Round one. All
And
right.
that'll be who has to answer at the time. It'll be
Cassie.
Cassie.
Oh goodness.
He already
This
knows.
is not what I he does already know.
So
Do you remember the question?
Yes. Can I plead the fifth?
I already know.
You're gonna
so-
lose the round.
well,
doesn't know.
The
the
radio
radio. It's
doesn't
fine.
know.
All right, Miguel.
All right, it's me.
Whatever.
Am I dominant or submissive in bed? Whatever you need, baby.
Explain yourself.
I think that's better, right? It's like you shouldn't have like one that you're fixed to. You should like you should make do with what your lover wants. So if you need to be dominant, you
What
should
a
be able to be
bitch.
both. Fuck you, Brandon. I'll dominate you,
Good.
Shut up.
I already got to my answer.
Go ahead,
Bernard.
B man.
I'm dominant. I'm very dominant. I take control of everything I do in life, and I'm going to definitely take control in the bed. I don't need anybody to try to handle this. It's okay, man. I understand where you're coming from. Like, I want to be that guy to be all happy and warm and fuck
Shut
that.
Connor.
Con man.
Does this beard look submissive to you?
Yes. Bear submissive.
No. Yeah, no. There's no going down in that trail. It's only dominant.
Did you say no
So
going
you're
down?
just like
You're
you're like,
insensitive fuck.
You're like the Gears of War. You're like it's time to go on the cold train.
Pretty much. Yeah,
All
it's
right,
like
shut up, Brandon.
I'm definitely submissive because I'm super lazy.
it's like
Because I'll just lay there and be like, I just want to go to bed. But if you want to do something, just whatever.
It's just like, do it to me, girl.
Just go.
I thought you were gonna be like, just, you're like for sensitive reasons. You're like, no, all right, shut up. Anyway, all right. So I have to give a heart to somebody who I think won this round, and there's no, it's Connor.
Stop!
Oh,
It's Connor because I'm afraid of that beard. To be honest with you. Yeah, exactly.
he's like,
All
don't
right,
drop
so
this soap around
Cassie
me.
is the judge this round.
Oh.
I'm gonna read out your
So
categories for you.
here are the categories: bodily functions, introspective, personal hygiene,
Misspelled.
night terrors, first impressions, or group dynamic.
Do night
Ooh,
terrors.
night terrors.
Hygiene is
That's
misspelled.
what
That's a
stuck
bit
out to me.
Weird.
I like
All right.
those.
So, what is the first memory of
That's
death?
not a night terror.
What is your first memory of death?
That's the question that you're asking us.
Yeah.
What is the first memory of death?
Your first memory of death.
What
What is your
Bernard.
first memory of death?
My first memory of death was my friend was trying to cross the street and he got hit by a car.
Damn, how old were you?
Fuck.
I was 16 years old.
Oh shit, that's
Oh,
old enough
no.
to be hit by that.
Yeah,
Like,
so
that's
he was running to go do some role-playing games, and he crossed one car, let him move, another
yeah,
one didn't.
I just shut up now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Really
that's
wanna shut someone up in the middle of
insensitive,
that.
It's
Connor.
gonna get really
Me?
rude.
First
but-
memory of death, there was a dead bird on my shed when I was about 3 years old. Later learned about 2-3 years ago that it was my dad who killed it.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Shut up. Me. So, to be honest, my first experience of death, I had this rat named Gonzo, right? And my mother, you know, she used the fucking typical excuse. She's like, he's at a farm now.
Would you say that he is?
Right? No, I
Gonzo?
didn't realize till way later, and I gave her shit. But I'm like, he's not on a farm, is he? Gonzo's dead.
Gonzo's Gonzo.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
So,
funny.
all right.
Shut up, Andrew. Oh, it's me. Okay, it's probably coincidentally that same grandpa that I tried to make in Cribbage with Grandpas. I don't remember how old I was. I was really little. But his
Oh,
his
I
name-
thought you were saying
his
you
grandpa
killed
Raymond.
the grandpa at the
No,
convention.
God, no. Holy shit.
And that was your experience with death. Was at
No.
this past
Keep your eye on the
weekend.
timer,
Anyway,
Andrew.
whatever.
Fuck. So yeah, my grandpa Raymond when I was like way too little to really like be impacted by it. But I remember it.
No, this is too real because I don't know how far to get.
Brandon.
No, just do it.
What's your
man.
first memory of death?
No,
Go
'cause
hard.
I can't. It's something I've thought about since a kid.
Yeah, do
Like,
it.
I've
No.
wished for it. I've tried suicide, you know, all that stuff. It's just a normal thing in my life. It's something I think about every day. So
Damn.
that's what I mean. It's like always been there since I was a kid. I don't know how deep to get.
No, I understand what you're saying, and all right, Cass, you're the judge.
After that, I think I have to give it to Brand.
Yeah, win!
All right.
Ta-da.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
That's not a night terror, though. I suffered with those as a kid.
All right,
That's why I was
Miguel.
like,
Oh, yeah,
It
Miguel.
talk
sounds
about
like
my
a
night
night
terror.
terror.
I can see my own things. Bodily functions, alien, swing and a miss. First impression is against your will, sexually active. Let's do bodily functions.
Okay.
Fuck, it should have been aliens.
Should have been aliens.
Aliens.
All right, describe the worst vomit you ever had. Oh, it's gonna be fun.
Oh, jeez.
All right, round 3.
Let's see.
I mean,
all right, Andrew.
so man, I was at my grandmother's house, right? And this is the only time I've ever experienced this. I was in the middle of taking a shit,
oh no.
and then I felt it, and I had to get up mid poop, and puke went all over around me, and then into that, and I was
And
still
your
shitting.
face.
What happened to the
yes.
shit? Oh
Even
no.
though I was still shitting on the other side.
You're a
So it was-
disgusting human being.
I was,
Wait, you were on the toilet?
yeah.
Why,
Oh,
didn't,
no.
why didn't you
You
just
love
shit
this.
through your legs?
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh,
Come
me. Okay, so there was a time where I hadn't puked for like probably 12 years. And I was at the vet. And I guess just the smell of dogs getting things.
Shut up!
Yeah,
Oh, that was
all over the
That
place.
was really.
That was
Brandon.
short.
Okay, what is it? Oh, the worst one. Oh, it's the reason I
Yes.
stopped drinking because I threw up total of 16 times in 4 hours.
Wow.
Separate
Ooh.
times. And I had alcohol poisoning.
Awful.
You're gonna have to
the
try
reason I
harder,
stopped
guys.
drinking.
Andrew's got it right now. Try harder.
That hurt really bad. Anyway, that's
Man,
it.
it gave
was
you
like-
like no time. Okay, shut
Yeah,
up.
I got like 10 fucking
Bernard.
seconds.
I was on a groove cruise this weekend, which is a big party boat that happened. And when I had some bad tacos, and I came back to my room and tried to puke, but nothing came out. So when my eye burst a vessel. So that's how much.
Wow.
Yeah, it sucked. But I drank more afterwards, so it was okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Just to numb it. You
Didn't work in my case.
Man, he sealed
I guess he's done.
All right.
It's Cass left,
Cassie.
right?
I unfortunately don't have an interesting story for this. You guys got me on that.
Yeah.
You've never puked and shat at the same time?
No, I have not.
Like you
I
never
have-
had like Fruit Loops and
Mouth
just
and
chucked
anus
and it
are
was just
perfectly
woo,
aligned.
No. Just basically when I'm getting sick, and that's about it. I mean, I passed out on the floor that one time after I threw up.
That's
Oh.
right. You did.
Shut up, Cass. Andrew, you got it. Give it to yourself, Andrew.
Yeah.
Just like
Oh, dude, he ate it.
just like
Oh,
you
no,
like
he
to.
didn't. It looked
No,
like
you
he,
don't. Yeah, no, you don't eat the hearts.
It looked like he did. Yours guy was like, ah!
Yeah, they
All
tried to
right,
like get in each
Connor,
other's
you
ways.
are the judge this round.
motherfucker. Judge, pick a category.
All right, group dynamic, personal hygiene, introspective, night terrors, promiscuous.
Let's
or
go with
really
really
gross.
gross.
Really gross. Wonderful.
Alrighty then. The
spiders?
question read aloud is: have you ever had to clean someone else's urine?
Of course.
Oh yeah.
What kind of question is that?
And the first one up is
let's see.
Bernard.
I have thrown some pretty massive parties at my house, and usually we have an open bar, and I have people that decide to pee in the backyard instead of using the toilet side.
Shut up, Andrew.
You know, I don't think I've had to be honest. Like other than like an animal, you know. But like the closest thing I can have is like I could not control my penis when I was younger, and it was like a fire hose, so I had to clean up my own that went all over the fucking place. Like imagine just holding on to your dick and it's just going whoa!
Every day, man.
Wacky waving.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how it was.
Shut up. All right,
Cassie.
Cass.
Well, I do work in the restaurant business, and restaurants have restrooms. And men are disgusting.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You do not know how to aim
Most don't.
at all.
Correct. Correct.
So, everywhere. Just
So
All
yes,
over.
the answer is yes.
everywhere. Yes. Yes.
Sometimes I pee other places for fun.
Nope, that's it.
Because
Oh, Brandon.
I think
Brandon.
people
That's right.
like, yeah. I mean, yes, I have.
That's it.
I don't remember where or why or
Oh.
how. Do animals count?
No.
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 People? Then I'm sure I have.
An animal's not someone.
All right, let's just.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm sure. I just
All right,
can't-
Miggy.
I think that leaves me. All right, maybe I'm weird for this, but like when I go into a stall and like there's piss all over the seat, like I'll like wad up a bunch of toilet paper and like wipe down the toilet
Well,
seat.
no,
Like I will
people do
For
that.
I
your own
actually do
perfect-
that.
but you don't
protection.
have to. You can find another stall, but I will like clean it. Like, oh, these fucking animals. Like,
That's
I'll grab
so-
like a fuck ton of
That's
paper
answering the
towels
question.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, it's a daily thing.
no, what I'm saying, like maybe I'm weird for like choosing to like clean.
No, you
instead
want to
of-
sit on someone else's pee?
No, instead of looking for another thing or like just going to the urinal to do my piss and then like go take a shit like
Why
somewhere
are you
else.
pissing in the
No,
stall?
see, that's ridiculous.
Shut up.
Because you don't know
Anyway.
to do both.
All right, shut up. Who are you gonna give the heart to, my man?
Fucking here. We'll give it to Miguel since he's cleaning up after other people too.
Oh, so that heart was like.
everybody. It's a pity heart.
But do you not normally piss at the same time as you shit? Like every time almost?
no. Bernard,
I thought
you
meant
are the
pissing
judge
in the
this
stall
round,
by-
my man.
Like you're like, I gotta go piss. Let's go to the stall.
Okay, pick whatever it is.
All right, so what?
Let's hold hands
So
at
what?
the urinal.
Yeah, right.
All right, so these are your categories, man.
Hold yours. It's good.
All right, you have where do you stand, first impressions, really gross, promiscuous, night terrors, and group dynamic.
Where do you stand?
Where do you stand?
Be like, it's just
On
gonna say, it's just gonna have
the
one word,
ground.
Trump. No, hold on. Where do you stand on gay marriage?
Oh, that kind of stand.
Oh.
All
What, were you
right.
thinking like JoJo stands?
I was thinking of the ground.
Oh. Nice.
All right, so I'm up
Andrew.
first. I think gay marriage is fine. If they want to be miserable just like straight people, that's totally fine. They have that right. That's basically my answer. They can be miserable in marriage just like all the rest of us.
Yeah. Shut up.
Told himself to shut up.
Yeah.
I don't stand on gay marriage. I'm underneath it. I support it. That was dumb.
That's funny. No, I like that. That was a good one.
You take it from the bottom, Miguel?
Oh yeah, exactly. No, yeah, it's like the same exact sentiment. Like if people also, it's like marriage is a human construct, but it's very ingrained in our government.
Cassie.
I am all for it. I believe it's two consenting adults that are in their right mind. They have rights just like anybody else. And it's just one of those things. They choose to be together no matter how hardships they have to go through, because they have to go through more than anybody else, since most...
Shut up!
I'll get you for that later.
Connor?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Connor.
hey, if buddies want to marry buddies, let them be buddies. Do it.
Is that with two T's or two D's?
Both.
That's funny. Man, you're on a roll tonight.
They can do whatever they like. I don't really give a fuck either way. Like, yeah.
Shut up. Brendan.
Humans are fucking humans. It doesn't fucking matter if you like guys or girls. Like, god damn, this isn't even a thing. Like, the fact that people see a difference in the fact that people are gay or straight, they're fucking idiots. Who cares who sleeps with who? We're all human fucking beings.
Just no fucking horses.
Yeah.
You can do
no.
whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. It's called pansexual.
Shut up.
The horses
All
can't
right,
give
Bernard.
consent. Yeah.
Brandon.
Brendan, he gets the
Yeah,
point.
that guy.
Goody.
All right. I think.
It's a hard subject to deal with, like to hold that in. It's really frustrating.
All right,
that
you are the
people-
judge this round.
Ah,
Brendan.
yeah.
You're so excited.
No.
All right. Sexually active, violent tendencies, high school, introspective, swing and miss. and
Violent
aliens.
tendencies.
Oh boy.
Those first
That
two went
sounds
together
like
too well.
me.
Sexually active violent tendencies.
I will read it. Don't read it.
Talk about.
No, I said I
He
read
said,
it.
"Don't read it, Andrew."
Talk about something you regret.
Killing.
Killing?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
Killing.
Talk about something you regret killing. Fuck. Have I
that
killed?
means you have to kill something and then you have to feel bad about
Fuck,
it.
I don't know if I've ever killed anything.
Yeah.
I regret killing my own jokes sometimes. Like it happens. Like I'll fuck it up by giving too much effort into it. That's pretty much it. I don't think I can remember killing anything. I'm very detached.
It's not violent though. Pretty sure the
Shoot.
category was violent tendencies. I'm the judge. I don't have to.
Man, I once killed a jumping spider, and like I actually really like spiders. I don't kill them normally.
I hate them.
Well, I usually like
Good
put them
answer.
back outside, and I accidentally killed a jumping spider, which those are super friendly. You can actually hold in your hand and everything. They don't bite humans unless like you really fuck with them.
Shut up.
It was sad.
They have 8 legs.
Cassie.
I regret killing this show because I feel like I'm contributing nothing at this point.
It's a valid
You're
answer.
not killing
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
No, you're
Shut
actually
up.
you're killing
You're
it.
killing
Yeah,
it.
You're
thank-
killing it.
thanks. I'll be killing it in that way. Let's hope so anyway.
No, you're doing good. Shut up, please, sweetheart.
Zach, shut up!
Much better.
All right, so talk about something. I regret killing my acting career. You know,
You guys are terrible at this
you know,
game.
well, here's the thing, right? Is like
We don't kill things.
Right?
I've made a lot of bad decisions.
Make up
Well,
stories. This would be so much fun if you guys just
We might
made
kill
something
things,
up.
we just don't regret it.
Make it up.
Fair enough.
Well,
Say
that's-
an alien
that-
invaded and
that's
you
what
like
I- that's
slashed
what
his
I-
throat in front of the rest of his people and made a
people?
point.
What do you mean his people?
His people
Bernard-
are aliens.
I never regret killing people.
There you go. Perfect. Bernard wins. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, you know something. I figure it's just me getting experience points. I keep working at it. Do a little victory dance after I'm done and all that.
All right, shut up.
Bernard wins. That was the right answer I was looking for. Was the you don't regret.
Play to the judge, guys.
Oh, how dare you? A winner is you, Brandon.
Bronson
Already?
is the winner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Yeah. You know, we still have time if you want. We can let's play one more.
No.
You don't want to talk about more of the shit we saw at Indicate or anything really?
I mean, I don't.
We saw a
know.
lot of shit,
I
man.
just,
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Is there anything specific you want to bring up, man?
yeah, Cuphead.
I'm kidding. There was some interesting things. We didn't get to do the Fear Sphere. Fear Sphere. Did I say that right the first time?
Fear
Sphere.
Sphere.
The Fear Sphere. It was just like a giant, like it looked like a giant trash bag, and it was dark black, like you could not see into it. I don't think they could see out of it. And on the other side of the bag, you have someone that's like guiding you. Like there's like they had a tablet that had like a map, like not a map, but a 3D world that like they were watching you navigate through. I'm assuming you were on a VR headset inside because there was movement. So I guess they were supposed to guide you, so you don't see anything.
Right.
But your teammate is guiding you out of it.
I feel like a lot of indie games rely heavily on their names being puns or just play on words.
Well, they have to have
Like
something
the
to bring
Fear
people
Sphere.
in.
Well, this was
Yeah,
pretty
like-
literal. It was a giant
That's what I
fucking
mean. But
sphere.
Fear sphere. You know, it's fun to say. It's not something you would see on the shelf at a GameStop. you know,
See, can you blame them? Because
Cat
it's like
sorter
when you're
being-
indie, gimmicks have to like
Yeah, you
Do
have to
something.
catch
Hat.
people.
you have to
I know, but that's what's funny is just like they can't make something that they're really serious about. Like there are some really good indie games that are serious, and they're titled appropriately.
Yeah.
But the majority of them, and the
forget
ones
an
that get
I or anything
popular
there?
are just jokes.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man. Is it? Hold on. Is it gonna sound weird without context? But is it cock or dick?
Dick.
Like, I'm not going to explain that to anybody.
You don't have to.
It
You
just
never
makes
have
it
to explain
funnier, yeah.
dick.
All right.
I mean, I can't see the screen.
yeah.
We should put a mirror like over there so the person over here can see.
Right. I think that's visible on.
Yeah, right. They see him logging in.
These aren't like 4K resolution cameras.
Yeah, these
man.
cameras, they're not. Yeah, they're not. Well, they could still see that he's logging into something.
Yeah, you
Is
could
there,
probably
is there a
make that.
capital B in the beginning?
Probably.
Jesus
I
Christ.
don't
Big
know,
dick?
I don't
man.
remember. Yeah, I don't remember, dude. Like I have
There's
this
a password big dick.
almost.
Damn it.
I'm giving away too much.
Big dick over 9,000.
I can't. I know. I guess.
Keep guessing. I'm sure you'll hit it.
I just thought you might have spelled it like the actual your
Dick
email.
wrong?
No, your email.
Why are we still talking about this?
Oh, he's trying to log into his email. I'm
Regardless.
trying to help him.
Because he owns the email in which I'm trying to sign into. Anyway, so we have this really cool thing in front of us.
It's so much fun.
Oh yeah, this is right in front of us.
It's
What the
literally
fuck?
right in front of us. Bernard brought in this fucking sweet music.
Ass thing.
Yeah,
He talked about it last week on the show. It's called Drop Mix.
he did, but you can see it on the cameras right now. And just for context, I'm literally just gonna put the top cards.
It's not going to work because he has his phone.
Oh, that's right.
We
Well,
can still do it.
well, yeah. If I put basically, if you put
Oh, it's a
cards
good song.
on this,
What is it?
The Mother We Share by Churches. I like
yeah.
Churches.
So this creates a
Kvatches.
live audio mix and like a song without you having to have any real talent in DJing.
Yeah, it makes DJs look better than they are.
Exactly.
I mean, they're incredible at what they do, but this kind of makes any damn fool with hands able to do it.
And eyes. You need eyes.
No, you don't.
Just-
Here it is.
you sit there and go, "Buh, buh, buh."
I guess not, huh? But you gotta
just
navigate
like
the app.
James Ellsworth says, any man
You
with
need to
two
put more
hands has a
cards
fighting
on it. It's just
chance.
going to play the drums from Churches.
All right, so I'm gonna do that.
Nice. Bernard brought us his phone,
All right, so
Is that
then
gonna
let's
pick
go
up?
with this.
Put some
and he's
Skrill
turning
ass
on the
there.
thing.
I'm just like the first red I see. That's what I'm gonna slap down.
Oh, is it syncing up?
Having some connection issues.
We were just doing this right before the show.
Give it a minute. It'll do it.
Let it do its thing.
It'll do what it do.
It's shy.
So camera shy.
Don't look at it.
Okay, I mean,
regardless, it's cool.
Well, just
It's
a quick
very
rundown,
cool.
I guess.
And
He
apparently
explained
you
it.
can make a game out of it. That's what Bernard was saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he explained it to us last week, but it's cool. It's this like board, and it's got 5 slots on it, and it looks like you can put. They have color codes, I guess, to like describe their slots, so you can't fuck it up.
Yeah, the
And some
color
of them-
code goes to whether it's vocals or drums. Or...
I can recognize some of these songs too.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
That's Sia.
I know.
Yeah. Oh.
I was like, I don't know about that being in the mix.
Oh, okay.
well,
That's
if,
cool.
if we get it to work at all, I have a mix ready, whether or not it's good or not. Well, actually, it's kind of
Might
weird.
be.
Like it makes even if it's not great, it still makes it sound
It makes it sound good.
still
it's
tight.
weird.
right. Even if you pick things that should not go together
Like
at all.
Evanescence and Chiverches.
Yeah, it's a super
And
robust
Jason
system.
Derulo.
And
Jason
Chiverches.
Derulo!
And everything in Chiverches.
Just everything in Traverches.
It is churches, though, right?
It is churches,
Yeah.
yeah. I just like saying Chiverches.
I know, it's funny.
More fun. Sometimes I confuse myself and I forget. Wait, is it really? No, it's just spelled like that.
Yeah. So when we were at Indiecade, there was like kind of a lack of card games. Like that was the one thing. Like and maybe I shouldn't have expected there to be card games there, but I really wanted there to be more board representation.
Yeah, that's true. There were not a lot of tabletops.
But it's
Like there
indie
was-
game con. So you think
Yeah.
of indie games like video games.
No, but indie
usually.
just means independently developed.
Right.
So it's like what's it called? Was there fucking
Right.
big fucking card edition? Of,
Whoa.
oh, here we go.
Oh shit.
Oh, is that just a mix that's playing?
That's the one that's on there.
Oh,
All
okay.
right. So how this is gonna work, right? So I'm gonna put down a Jason Derulo card.
I like the
Want
Evanescence
you to
one,
want
yeah.
me, and it's gonna
Just the
start.
guitar part, by the way.
Is it? Oh, yeah, it is.
Can they hear that on the?
Yeah, you can put the speaker up by the.
Is that the right side?
Hold on, I'll figure this out.
So just pick
Just
up.
hold it up to it. Yeah.
Yeah, now that it's synced, it should be
In
fine.
front of it. Yeah.
Oh, now I'm hearing
There
it.
you
Yep.
go.
Yeah.
All right. So now I'm gonna lay down some drums, I believe. Oh, actually,
I was gonna say, yeah, put them in the blue spot. Yeah.
Oh,
The
just the
other
blue spot.
spot's
Yeah.
blue too.
Well, yeah, but that one can have other things.
I like it.
That sounds good so far.
Super dope. Oh, you ruined it.
it sounds like such a happy song.
It actually
Right?
sounds pretty good.
It's synced up. Huh.
You made
Now-
the best remix of Evanescence.
All right, now we're gonna play a rainbow card,
5
and everything's gonna go.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So was that rainbow card just like a bunch of like ones that are predetermined on that card?
That's a question for Bernard.
He's gonna go back to the mic.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's really cool. You can literally play just any combination of things, and it's going to sound decent.
You understand that we now have a radio show featuring,
Music.
well, that, but Bring Me to Life by Evanescence.
So the rainbow card is basically a wild card and go to any position. But,
Oh, okay.
but what it does is it changes the whole beat. It takes over the song you're playing.
Ah, okay.
So if you're
So
playing,
everything
if you're
mixes to that song, basically.
yeah, so it will take everything you have on there and make it into its own. So that's why you had the big old tempo change when you went to Down with the Sickness on it.
But before
Okay.
that, it sounded pretty good. I like the guitar riff.
Oh, I didn't realize that was the drum track to It's Tricky.
So when you buy the game, you get 60 cards to start off with. 4 different genres of cards, which is the rock pack, the pop pack, the EDM pack, and some other crap. So you got those 4 to play with. So when you play as a team, you get 2 people with 2 different sets of cards, and you get to play each other on the way how to make points. And your points are the higher the color is on there, the more you can't trump it. So a 3 color, like 3 yellow, that's going to be the permanent vocals for that track. But then when you play the white cards will have you pull down cards, and you just keep playing and get points against each other. It's pretty fun to play.
Ah, okay.
But it also loops.
So it's you're fighting with your deck of cards. So you want to fight with the rock. Maybe you're a rock guy, so you want to make sure that you have a rock mix going against somebody's disco mix or something like that.
Right.
So you can do that. And then the cool thing is they will be like, this is Harmonix, guys that made Rock Band. Everybody here has played a plastic guitar in the past 5 years, I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is how they're going to make their money. They're going to have a whole bunch of booster packs, but the booster packs will never have doubles in it.
Oh, that's
So when you buy it, you will have that one set of cards, whatever that new booster is, whether it be disco,
Oh, that's
or
good.
they
Yeah,
go
I like
funk,
that.
or go something like that. Different types of genres.
I need that funk. I need it.
I've got a question, Bernard.
Yeah.
How much are they paying you?
And they're not paying me anything, but I legit want to do a YouTube video because it's so brand new.
Right, this shit's awesome. I had not heard of this until you told us last week.
Dude, this thing's fucking rad.
I told you, I saw that PAX and I told the guy, I would buy it right now from you because I know how cool this is going to be. You can sit around and just play this with people. I was going to, I asked for a DJ set on the cruise to play this on there. Because I thought it'd be cool to play this as a DJ set, just fuck around with the cards with people.
Yeah.
That would've been
These
fucking
two
Yeah,
work
I
really
feel it could really work well for that.
They didn't fly though. They weren't down.
No, I couldn't make it work on the ship, and I decided to drink instead. So,
All right, now it's gonna get real.
That's a
This
good
is one.
alternative.
wait, yes, it was.
Oh, it's a good mix. So it is. That's yeah.
Oh,
So he's playing the Transformers card that is limited release.
That's fucking
That's
cool.
dope.
It's awesome.
Yeah, that's the Transformers card you got for playing the game at PAX this year.
Oh, really? So
So that was a limited edition card. So
that's cool.
I like the. Gonna make it weird.
Will that do it? Isn't that a lower level?
No, it's still.
Oh, okay, just takes time. And go down with the sicknesses back.
you can sit here
You
all
broke
night
it.
long and just keep playing cards and having fun with it. And that's what we did last weekend before the ship. We basically put it my Bluetooth in my house and we just start playing music, having fun with it.
I'm actually curious. Let's test something out.
All
I
right.
really want this.
I'll be the.
Oh, all rainbow cards?
I'm gonna put all rainbow cards.
You're gonna fuck it up.
Oh.
I'm gonna put all rainbow
interesting.
cards.
You only got 4.
Ah.
Okay.
Wait,
so
you know you got 5. You got 5. You got the Transformers one too. So you got 5.
All
Okay,
right, so
cool.
let me go ahead and find the other rainbow.
Down with the Sickness, Bangarang, 24 Karat Magic, Childish Gambino,
So let's-
Heartbeat, and then Transformers theme.
Let's go ahead and
No.
start off with that. Let's go ahead and start off with some 24 karat magic.
I don't know if I can handle that.
But remember, the rainbow cards will go to any slot you want, so you can pick whatever that element from that song to play in that slot.
Oh,
the
okay.
blue. So it's just the drums from this one.
Yeah,
Let's
so
get the
if
drums
you
for the
move it
Oh,
over,
drums and synth. Okay,
so you
I
can
get
move it over to the
Oh.
vocals, and you'll get the vocal.
So that's synth. Synth and
All right,
drums.
that's awesome.
Hold on.
So I think we should keep that one there on synth.
Hold on. I want to hear what it sounds like with just the
With the
synth
vocals?
and vocals.
Actually, I think I like the
Yeah.
lyrics.
Oh,
Actually,
that's
no,
fine.
hold on. I think I want the lyrics from the Transformers.
Oh
You can
shit.
make a really funky sounding song with this one though.
Oh, absolutely, but this is much more ridiculous.
But I want
That
a
is
funky
true.
sound.
All right.
Whatever. You already have the cards. Put them down. Organize them.
But yeah, I think synth is cool.
All right. So then,
It's
Yeah,
the
that's
drum
really
and
like
synth
Thanks.
tracks.
Bangarang. Where do you guys want this one?
That goes right in the middle.
No, dude, that's the funky shit from that track right there.
Yeah.
That track and
But
synth,
yeah,
that
the
drum
guitar.
and synth.
You need the
Do
guitar.
the
though.
drums,
That's just
yeah,
the
drums from
drums.
Skrillex.
Remember,
That's
the
just
next
the
card's going
drums.
to take over the beat, though.
Oh, that's true, huh?
So put the
No,
funk
we want
last.
a
then.
red because it's the guitar.
Put the funk last.
Put the
All
funk
right.
last.
Yeah.
We want
Yeah,
the
so you want
funkiness.
that.
Yeah,
That's the funk,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's rad.
That's what I want.
All right. So the one that's kind of like sticks out is Down with the Sickness. What are we doing with that?
Drums.
Drums.
Yeah, heavy drums. Attaboy. Good choice.
All right. We're just waiting for it to take over.
That's a completely different
so
sounding track.
Too
FYI,
slow.
guys, I think it would be a really good idea on the Chaotic Radio YouTube. You hurry up and hashtag Hasbro and let them know we're doing this on the show, so you can get a lot of views from this. Okay, maybe we can get sponsored for this. Okay, because honestly, when I
That's
download
pretty
it,
dope.
it's an app for your phone. When I got it, I only had 500 downloads for it, so that means nobody has it in the country yet, really.
All right.
So and then I downloaded my friend's phone. They had 1,000 downloads. So if we get it early enough, we can do a video of this, have fun with it, and show people how much it is, and then get
Think
views
good
like
shit.
crazy.
Hey, do
Let's
we
talk
have
about
a-
this
do we have a
off
Twitter?
the air. So nobody steals our ideas.
I will hit them up very soon.
You think anybody's watching now?
Yes, I don't want to hear this. So you put this on the drums and synth. So we gotta get the drum. Okay, wait, no. Wait. Let's just hear this for a second.
You want to enjoy it for a minute?
There's
Fuck yeah.
Transformers and
How
24
can
karat.
how can I keep just this?
You can't because there's 2 more cards.
You can.
This is beautiful.
You can just leave it like that. And just
It
on the
would just
phone.
play
You
this.
on the phone, you should be able to save that track right there.
Save this track.
So you gotta
Send
go to
that
the
to
app
me.
and you can save that track.
All right.
Nice. Yeah.
So now that you know those are the 3, you can put them back later. So
will.
Transformers or 24 karat.
Okay.
24 karat vocals.
Well, put the transform. No, we wanted the
No,
Transformers
Transformers
there's
vocals.
no vocals.
Yeah,
Transformers.
Robots in disguise.
Yeah,
Yeah, what
exactly.
the fuck do you mean there's no vocals?
Fine.
So wait, no, that's
No, no,
last. That's last.
We want to have funk as well.
Put
so
Transformers first,
and then
yeah, let that track
What was
in.
it, 24 karat that we
We
using?
can keep fucking with it too. That's the thing.
Hold on. Wait.
Does this track not have vocals actually?
I told you, it's from like the movies. It's not the old school.
Oh, there's like
Yeah, it's from the new
Do you hear
movies,
it?
not the
It
old
just
school.
went.
Yeah, it's a, yeah, there it was.
yeah, there it is.
Sounds like Linkin Park. Hell yeah!
Damn, it sounds like it's from like fucking Mockery, actually. Is it there?
I like this. Okay,
Sitting here with chaotic radio on the stereo. I can't free rap at all.
shut up.
So we're gonna leave it to Miguel.
No, I'm cool.
Never mind.
Now I wanted to switch the synth and the drums here.
All right, so let's go ahead
Keep
and
that synth.
Well, it's gonna keep those drums.
And like that?
No, I wanted to put this one in the synth.
Synth is either green or red, though.
And if you want, you just lay your cards on top of it. You're not pulling them back off. So it'll read it through it. RFDI chips. So put it on top of the next one, and the top card will be the one that reads.
Okay. I like this one too.
This one's a good one.
I like this one last. This is very funky. This is my style. I dig
Are we
it.
having too much fun with this? How long till Kripp's on? 13 minutes?
13 minutes.
Give a
All right,
shit.
so
Have
let's-
fun.
Yo, Kripp, we changed the plans.
Nah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Let's go ahead and what do you guys here? Let's go ahead and see if this ruins it or not.
What is that?
What is it?
Oh, you know what it is.
It didn't even like
Hold
change
on, it
shit.
actually sounds good.
Yeah, it does sound fine.
Oh.
But I was saying it just blended right in.
Sounds like Christina Aguilera.
Remember, you can press the drop mix button on the board to change the beats
Let's
per
go
minute.
ahead.
Okay, it's going.
Oh shit! That drop though was
That
sick.
was dope. I love this.
All right, and then let's just add one blue card. Let's go with. I have no idea what this is. Let's go with this and see.
There we go.
Is that heavy metal?
Yeah, I don't know that.
not doing anything.
Here comes
Strike
the
nine, baby.
Wow, this is red. This Skrillex is really trying to take a guitar now. How do you slow it down? Yeah.
Press the
Probably try
drop
another
mix
mix.
button again.
How does it know when to speed up? Oh, it just goes one.
Goes one way, that's all.
Gotcha. Oh, there we go. Wait, just leave it at this for a second. I gotta hear this. Wait.
I think we're having too much fun with this.
Yeah, probably.
I can do this all night. I can't wait to get one of these. Wait.
Oh,
There we go.
that's a.
All right.
We need to run to the flagpole quickly. Is there any gaming themed ones there? Since this is the kind of gaming show.
This is a game. We're making
That's a
music.
game.
This is a game.
No, I'm just wondering, like specifically,
We're
like if we
winning.
could just throw Mario Brothers drums in there. Or something.
Well, they might do it later if they have the other cards come through. Currently, again, guys, this is what it is. This
This is
game
dope.
is supposed to be out in September. So it's going to be hard to pick up, but they keep pushing back the date for some reason. Thank God Amazon don't give a shit and gave it to me. So
Dope.
I'm checking it out right now on Target. Target says it's not coming back till Monday.
All right.
I
Damn.
think I broke it. Okay, I did something okay.
Literally just hook this up to a an aux cord at a club.
Yeah, you're
And
done.
you'd be like
You're a
the
DJ.
exactly.
Who wants this one next?
People wouldn't even know the difference.
Right,
man.
you'd just be like LMFAO!
But you have to make them all look like Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So you got, look at my deck, dog.
Bam! All right, so I'm
Blue
gonna.
eyes my dragon.
All right, so
yeah,
I'm
we
gonna.
duel with it.
Yeah. No, that'd be so cool.
Right?
You have two of these, and two people, and it's on your wrist, like Yu-Gi-Oh. Everybody has their cards. And you're like, my beat
Hit
is
it.
sicker.
Yeah.
My beat is so much more dope than yours.
He's like, fuck off with that Transformers shit.
It wasn't going to stop.
I just wanted to leave the Transformers music. So this is really fucking cool, man.
How
We'll
long
take
would it
Bernard
be?
back his phone.
Hey, guys, my birthday is on Sunday.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Phone.
Yeah.
I'll get it.
Connor's gonna deliver you his phone. So we are about.
Other way. Yeah, you fucked that
Whatever.
up.
Oh, did I meant Connor's going to deliver. Oh, okay. I
Is
understand.
everybody left because that music was just horrible?
No, we today hasn't. That's why I was trying to go onto the email so I can make sure and send Kripp the link to the channel because he's gonna be streaming this show live over his Twitch.
Right.
So we're gonna get a lot of viewers inherently. Hold on, you know what? Just because I'm curious right now, I'm gonna go ahead and stalk his
I was
Twitch.
gonna say, if he is streaming right now, why don't we just go watch his and talk about him talking about games?
Well, he plays Hearthstone,
So we
it's
can
like
talk
not-
about.
Do you know
a
what he's doing
guy
tonight? Is he just
playing-
climbing ladder or what?
I don't know. So he's currently live to
That sounds a
about
card game,
8,500
Yes.
people. He also got his hair dyed today.
Oh, did he? I
Yeah,
can't tell.
his wife Rania, they posted up a vlog, and him and his wife dyed their hair.
Dyed it white.
What color?
What color?
He had
looks-
black hair, and he has kind of it's like orangish,
He doesn't say it look red now.
red orangish.
It looks normal to
It's
me
hard to
from
tell.
here.
It's super hard to tell.
Does he know we're watching?
No, probably
No,
not.
probably not.
That'd be funny.
But see this chat right here, it's gonna be going like. If we don't say okay now, so he was live to 8,500. Now he's live to 9,200. So there's gonna be a few people watching us while he's playing a game. So if he gets salty while he's playing, while he's live, he's fucking bullshit.
We're not taking
I'll
calls.
try
are
not to.
Yes,
fall
we are
asleep.
taking
Oh,
calls.
fuck no.
Boo!
Or Bernard.
We will be taking calls, but not at first. So we wanna interview him for 15, 20 minutes or so, and then we'll open up calls.
Yeah, right.
Just because, I don't want the whole entire hour. I kind of learned a lesson with Magikarp Use Fly. Fantastic guest. Had a
Yeah, he
great
was super
time.
fun. I want to hang out with him.
Super fun.
Go to
And he's
Baker's.
going to come back on the show. But the Q&A took the entire time, and we didn't really get to talk to him or ask him any questions ourselves.
Did you have anything planned?
A little bit.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I was asking questions.
What's the
in be-
biggest shit you've taken?
Yeah, what? He probably would have answered that.
How
Probably.
many times have you used Fly as Magikarp?
Literally never. That's impossible.
Exactly.
Hacks, bro.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Gyarados is a
Axars.
flying type,
That
but he can't
fucking
learn
Game
fly.
Shark.
Anyway,
All right. Anyway, so we're about 2 minutes away from a break. We're gonna go ahead pretty soon. We're gonna take a quick break, let the ads play. The people that run this building. Again, we are live at the chaoticradio.com studio on the beautiful Ontario, California.
is it Ontario? or
Cucamonga.
Rancho? Yeah,
Rancho.
it's just
Oh.
Rancho, dude.
Rancho.
Get
Why
out of
did I
here.
say Ontario?
Because
Ontario's down at 4th Street.
Oh, okay. So I was close.
It's 1 block away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so at least I wasn't.
Two.
It's 2.
Bernard,
Dos, because we're on 6.
you guys, stop
What's
it.
Dos,
It's close enough.
dos,
I
tres
was like, I don't know who was
leches.
talking to me.
All right. Anyway, so we are going to go ahead and take a quick break, and
Quickie.
we will be back
Oh, yeah.
in 6 minutes to talk to the Kripparino.
Is there a phone charger in the studio?
Oh, shit. Bernard's got a mix to close us out.
Yep.
Is it my mix? Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
30 seconds, all clear.
30 seconds.
Yeah, it is.
When the normal BS just won't do. ChaoticRadio.com.
It's just
Kids and young folks.
Welcome back to the Kinda Gaming Show. Live here at chaoticradio.com.
Did you just make that one?
Found it on YouTube.
All right. So we are going to be interviewing live with Kripp very soon. Let us. Are you calling him Mr. Bernard, or is he calling us? How is this working?
Well, we can see his live stream.
told me
so we
wait
can
till
see
the
if he
5.
picks up.
All right, go. He just went to commercial, so
Oh, yeah, maybe he's setting that up right
Oh
now.
my god.
yeah. His entire chat right
have
now
no
is just
idea.
like fake news, sell out, interview time.
I'm so excited for The Evil Within. It comes
Oh,
out
that's what it
tonight,
was.
and I get to play it tomorrow. I'm so excited. The Evil Within is finally
Really? It
out.
comes out on a Friday, huh?
Friday the 13th.
Oh.
That makes
Duh.
sense.
Smart. They're very smart.
I want it so bad.
Yes, you'll tweak.
I sit here and like sing the song on the trailer every day at work. It
Nice.
plays like 50 times in a day.
Wunderbar.
So excited.
With
Sometimes.
Play it all over.
Yeah,
Cass,
they're stupid games.
Do you have the arrow? Do you have the arrow on your side? Oh, it's really low. Weird.
No, I
Is
don't
she muted?
talk, Cass.
Oh yeah, I'm not
No,
hearing
I
her
don't
through the
hear it
headphones
at all.
actually. Is everything unmuted?
Yeah, it is. I didn't.
Just turn them all up. Is it plugged in? Is the
Yeah,
jack?
check to see if it's
messed up?
plugged in.
Someone's
Squeeze
muted
it.
right there.
No, none of them are, dude.
I see a
What's
yellow
the
light.
second one?
Oh, the second one, for whatever reason, the mute's not coming
But
off.
that's not hers.
Isn't that Miguel?
What? No, I'm
No.
on.
Oh no,
he's
that is
muted.
hers. Yeah.
Yeah, for
She's-
whatever reason, hers is just like permanently muted. It won't.
Are you sure it's the second one?
Oh yeah, the light won't come back on. I wonder if
Yeah.
that means there's an error with the connections though, because it's a yellow as well.
We getting a call.
Yellow's.
We getting a call, so
Ah.
Kripp.
No, that's not it. Don't worry about that. That's something else.
You're something else.
Hey, Kripp.
We got him.
Hey, hello.
No, I'll call him.
Oh okay.
All right.
Fucking Skype sound like a old Looney Tunes.
Yeah, it does.
Hey, hello.
Hi.
There he is.
Hey, Kripp. How are you doing tonight, my friend?
Hello, people.
Hello.
Oh, you are live at Chaotic Radio, the Kinda Gaming Show. Just a real quick roundtable of everyone who is here. I'm Andrew. I am the host. Miguel is here. Connor, Brandon,
Hello.
Cassie is here, but her mic is having some problems. So, anyway,
She'll try to talk, but maybe
you know,
not. Here too much
I'm
of it.
sitting in your chat right now, and
It's going nuts.
you know, yeah, it's going nuts. I'm afraid I'm gonna say something wrong, and they're gonna haunt me for the rest of my life.
You better be real careful then. They're a very sensitive bunch, you know.
Well,
I don't know, man. I see you. You know, when I watch you play, you call them wrong all the time when they you know
And
get
they hate
shit
it.
wrong. Exactly.
wrong.
Exactly. So anyway,
Well,
man, thank you so much
There's
for
a lot of
hopping on the
opinions
show.
out there. Some of them are bound to be wrong, and sometimes, even though they're wrong about what they think, they're very vocal. So you got to shut them down.
That's right.
Taking this opportunity to throw some shade at your chat.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
Oh no, that's. I mean, I've had strong opinions that have ended up being wrong. It's just with a lot of people there, there's typically going to be some.
That's
That's
fair.
just how it goes.
How much delay is there on Twitch from what we hear?
what we hear none.
Just depends on when you live. Right now, I'm not running a delay. It's probably below 10 seconds
Oh, okay. Cool.
based on where you're getting the signal from.
Okay.
I'm
so,
from
yeah, it's a-
Toronto, Canada, so the further you are from there, the longer your delay. I
Yeah,
imagine in
so yeah, it's
Australia,
like a
it's
couple
probably pushing
seconds.
20 seconds.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, you're probably getting sniped right now, right?
I'm getting something.
Anyway, man. So again, thank you for coming on. So I just got a question. You know, I know you're with TSM. How did you first get involved with them, and how did you first get involved with YouTube?
Okay, well, those are two separate questions. So, on YouTube, okay, let me back up a little bit. So I've been playing games a really long time. It's just what I like doing forever. And the first game that had a lot of like content, like outside of the game, was Dark Age of Camelot. So what you would do is you'd turn on fraps and you'd mow down a bunch of noobs, and then you'd get some like, you know, heavy metal music put in the background, and you upload that video someplace that basically went down months later. That's how you found videos back in the day.
I miss that YouTube format.
Yeah.
It was a simpler time.
So that was just super cool. And I transitioned from Dark Age of Camelot to World of Warcraft, mostly because I was kind of tired of fighting the same. Dark Age is just a small game. Like when I stopped playing, I played for like 7 years. When I stopped playing, there were just not many people playing. You'd always play the same 8-man groups. You'd always play the same solo players. So I just kind of got a little bored, and I thought I'd try something different, try World of Warcraft. And after a few years, I felt I was about as good as you could be in that game. So I just kind of wanted to do more of what I liked in Dark Age. So I want to just make video content, and I wanted to do it a bit more frequently. I couldn't do like, let me plow some noobs every single day. Like that would get old. And YouTube back then had some pretty strict copyright rules with music. I mean, they're still pretty strict, but back then, like there was like even royalty-free stuff was not happening. This is like 8 years ago.
No, music.
So,
go ahead, my man.
Yeah, so I thought just make a YouTube channel and teach people what I do differently, and hopefully people will be interested. And they were. So this is at a time on YouTube before you could monetize gaming content. So I was doing knowingly this for free, just because I liked it. Like I was 50th most subscribed in Canada after like a year. I remember when my Professor Putricide guide went up, I was #1 most viewed in Canada on YouTube on that day.
Wow.
It was like 400,000 views, which is nothing, right? I had like 30,000 subscribers. It's nothing. And what happened is about 5.5 years ago, yeah, maybe pushing on 6 now, they changed the rules with content so that if you made a video with video game content, it wasn't the property of the video game developer anymore. It was your property if you did enough things, if you like talked over it or had some informative information, that kind of stuff.
Interesting.
So my first like half month on YouTube, I made like $250, and I was really stoked.
Yeah.
And I basically made a plan to quit my job and upscale YouTube to the best of my ability. And that's when it worked out, I guess.
Well, it's cool
but
that
it took
you were
some
doing,
time.
Yeah, it was cool that you're doing something that you love. Like you weren't doing it to make a business, you know? Like that just came later.
Yeah, you know, I gotta say, as someone who, I mean, I make YouTube videos casually. Your upload schedule is crazy. 2 videos a day, every day. Like that. How do you keep up with that? Like just stamina wise, even beyond content wise. Just how do you do it, man? Like and on top of that, you stream every day for what, like 6 hours? I'm not quite sure your stream schedule.
Well, it's 7 hour plus if it's new content. Like if it's new Hearthstone content, or if I'm really into a game that just had a big expansion or launch or something, I'd do 7 hours. Probably on average, it's a bit below 6. But it's a 2-person job. Like Rania does most of the video stuff, and Rania does all of the back-end stuff, because it's not just producing content. You know, we try to hop on some nice deals that come our way. We try to hop on some sponsorship opportunities if they come by.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more than just pumping out YouTube videos. It could be just pumping out YouTube videos, but it's nice to make some scratch for what you do all day. And on the other hand, it doesn't really leave us vulnerable as it does for some other people. Like with the recent like adpocalypse on YouTube.
Yeah.
So that didn't really affect us very much. But let's say that it did, we wouldn't change anything. Like YouTube is a decent part of what we do, but we could do the same thing without making any money off AdSense off YouTube. It's not a big deal.
That's got to be nice
So-
to the point where you're in your career where you don't even need YouTube anymore. You're just so successful on Twitch and among other things that I saw recently. You just got sponsored by a watch company, right?
Yes,
Yeah, that's
Lord Timepieces.
Lord Timepieces. I gotta say, man, you look pretty sharp in that picture.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So
Nice.
man, you were talking about sponsored games earlier, and maybe it's because my YouTube bubble isn't that large, but whenever you upload content that's not Hearthstone, you get a lot of blowback, man. Do you experience that just on YouTube? Is that through Twitch also? And why do you think that is?
It's more so on YouTube. I mean, I do YouTube because I like YouTube. I like subscribe to people and watch all their stuff. And some people like do what I do. They pick a game and they make a video every single day. And if I'm playing that game, I want to wake up in the morning, click on their channel, and I want to see a new video making me smarter about the game that I'm playing. So I get it. So if I don't see that, I'm a bit disappointed. And some people are more easily frustrated than others, I imagine. Some people are they log into YouTube and they eye my videos and it's not a Hearthstone video. And they just blast it. Like, they don't watch it, thumb down, and like, oh my God, Kripp, why are you destroying the universe one video at a time?
That's funny.
Yeah, like in particular, like I know you've done videos on other games. Recently you did Hand of the Gods, and I believe you did Duelist in the past, and those didn't get quite as much blowback. But man, your Marvel Future Fight videos, I know, I've never seen in your videos you had to make a complete separate video just to explain to your audience. You're like, hey man, I love Marvel. This isn't just me selling out. Like it's crazy. Go ahead.
The reason I did it in that case was more so because it was the opposite of what I expected. So, I can make not every game is for everyone. When I take on a sponsorship opportunity, like, we screen them pretty heavily. But when I take one on, I think it's a game that I will like, and I think it's a game that a decent portion of my audience will like. And sometimes we miss that mark. And instead of what we guessed, like 80% of people will like it, maybe 50% of people will like it. So, sometimes the videos don't do so well. But in some cases, I take on games because I really like it. And Marvel Future Fight is probably the best sponsored game I've done. Like, in terms of what I like playing, I think it was the most fun one that I've done. So it wasn't that like, you guys just blasted a sponsor video and, this is not fair and all that. I get it. You can blast sponsor videos if you don't like the game. Fine, whatever. But, like, okay, so I did the first Marvel Future Fight thing like 3 or 4 months ago. I've played that game every single day. I've done every single daily every single day. And there are like 30 dailies, and half of which are pretty difficult that you have to play manually. I just really like that game.
Yeah, so you have every right to play it and make a video about it.
So I thought in that particular case, people were just way off. They were really unfair with that situation. Because the comments were not like, oh, hey, Kripp, I don't like this game. The comments were like, Kripp would never play this game if he wasn't being paid. Except I was exactly doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny that people can like try to tell you exactly what your motivations are. Like, I'm not sure what grounding they get. What are there people calling your responses scripted right now?
Yeah, I'm trying to keep up with your chat. It's fucking crazy.
I don't know how you
dude.
guys do that.
It's like people watch you every day. They know you can just talk. That's what you do professionally.
Yeah, exactly.
I see things like question 1 through 5, and it's a paragraph, and it just flies by.
Right. All right. So I guess now is a good time to mention if anyone wants to call in and ask Kripp a question live over the air, this is going to scare you. We have a number. It's 909-360-8330. If anyone wants to call in, talk to you.
That was instant.
And
there was one ready to go.
Yeah, so
No, I'm just prepping.
Oh, okay. Yeah, our engineer, we have a phone call folder, and he just stuck it up in the window. He's like, "We're ready."
I want to mention, I think this is a really bad idea, but all right.
Me too, sir. Me too.
We had about 2 weeks ago. We had a pretty popular League of Legends YouTuber on Magikarp Used Fly, and I don't know his viewers. It was funny. His viewers were pretty. I don't know how else to say it other than pretty. What
was it,
crazy?
Kevin?
They were talking about touching buttholes.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think your audience is going to talk about that.
Well, they will now.
I guess that's true.
Should have never said anything.
All right, again, so 909-360-8330. I mean, hey, this is a cool opportunity. I mean, whenever I watch your streams, you're one of the few. Oh yeah, it'll go away so quick. You're one of the few Twitch streamers I see that don't use text to chat, like when people donate money. Why is that?
Yep. It's like really invasive, and I think it takes away a lot from the streaming experience. I mean, the main reason why you do that is you can get more money out of your viewers. That's the reason why you do that. I mean, you can like BS and call it something else, but that's the reason why you do that. And I don't know. I'm okay with my viewers keeping their money, and I'm okay with taking on like another sponsored deal in the month. I like that system better.
Yeah, I understand. All right, so we have our first phone caller live. Go ahead and patch him on through.
Sorry to do this.
Do you have a kill switch?
Yes, we do.
Your finger on the kill switch?
Yeah, we do have a kill switch. Don't worry.
You got it up right there, Andrew?
All right, you are live with Kripparrian and the Kind of Gaming Show. How are you doing this evening, sir or madam?
He just hung up.
Oh, he hung up. As soon as you brought up the kill switch, Kripp.
That kill switch.
Yeah.
He was
But
scared.
there's another one online
He knew it was
too.
coming.
Listen, just you have calls coming. Tell me when you want to pull it in.
All right, go ahead and pull in the next call.
We got
All right, you are live with the Kind of Gaming Show. And Kripp, how are you doing tonight, and where are you calling from?
Hey, my name is Andrew. I'm calling from Anaheim, California.
Hey, you're close to us.
So,
Hey, man. So
we're going there soon.
Yeah. So what's your
BlizzCon.
question?
Oh, yeah. So I just wanted to ask Kripp, so for BlizzCon, what's your plans this year? You guys going to visit any specific booths or specific games? Looking forward to, like, World of Warcraft?
Well, at BlizzCon, we just try to see everything that they have there. And let me actually turn the volume down here. We try to see everything that they have there, so I usually visit every single booth. It's just a bit hard to move around, so we don't usually see the booths more than once, but we usually pass around and see what's up. I mean, I've gone to BlizzCon, I don't know, at least 7 times now, so I know what to expect. And if there's anything new, I'm really into it.
Yeah, like there's that World of Warcraft expansion probably coming out this year. Let's see.
Probably.
All right.
one already?
Cool, man. Thank you so much for calling.
Sweet. Thanks, guys.
Right.
It's still a bit of a bummer that you have to not really walk on eggshells, but you can't go, I'm sure, like 2 steps without someone coming up to you at events you go to.
Oh, yeah.
That's to Kripp.
I imagine
What's that? Sorry.
Not to Andrew. I was just saying it must suck kind of to like, because you're just saying you only get to see everything once at like BlizzCon, because I'm sure it's because people are stopping you all the time, right? Like asking for pictures. And whatnot.
It's not horrible. I mean, sometimes we have some pretty tight schedule and it's a problem, and we have to let some people down. But I try to make everyone happy. If they want a photo, I try to give them a photo. I usually try to sneak through. I usually have my hoodie up, so only the real fans can see through the disguise. But there's a few of those, obviously.
That's still awesome of you to try. I'm sure it's appreciated.
All right, cool. We have another caller. Go ahead and patch him on through. All right, caller, you are live with Chaotic Radio and Kripparrian. What is your question? Where are you calling from?
Hey, this is Jason. I'm calling from Kansas.
Hey.
Hey.
Kansas.
Welcome, my man. What's your question?
Okay, so there was this, a couple of years ago, I saw something, and I just want to ask Kripp, what's the deal with the Pornhub incident?
Oh, what?
There was a Pornhub incident a little bit ago.
I think you
I don't know what you're talking about. What?
kill switch engaged.
Engaged.
Oh,
Start
it's
playing the
okay.
music.
No, that's not so bad. I mean,
Oh, I didn't know if there was something serious there. I cut him off anyway.
well,
Oh, no, I didn't, apparently.
accidental. We'll honor the question. There's not really much in terms of uncomfortable questions. It's just
No, it's not like your Hafu.
yeah. So 1 second. Yeah. Sometimes when we're alone and we don't have grills, we go to websites we probably shouldn't go that often, and sometimes we forget to clear our browser history when bringing up our browsers on stream. So yeah,
You
Yeah.
fucking
Shit happens.
human.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
how
a
dare you be
normal-ass
human?
person.
That's funny. I mean, God, I mean, at least you're not. I mean, Raynad goes on Tinder on stream, so at least you're not doing that.
Yeah, I think that's a little worse than.
Well, that's way
Pornhub.
worse because
You think that's-
I'm not sure. I
That's
don't
a
know.
website.
no. He
What?
brings up a phone emulator on his streams, and
Okay.
he'll just.
That's why I'm
he'll
like,
just,
how do you do that on a stream?
No, he'll just browse Tinder on his stream. So like, he'll be
Wow.
talking to somebody.
Wow, that's horrible. He could be saying like swiping no to his fans.
Well, no, not. It's not only that,
That's
but like
disrespectful.
anyway.
People are allowed to have preferences.
I know, but it's disrespectful to do it in front of them.
I guess so, huh?
All right. Anyway, we have another phone caller. Let's go ahead
course
and
we
bring him
do.
on in.
Of course we do.
All right, caller, you are live with Kripparrian and the Kinda Gaming Show. Where are you calling from? What's your name and what's your question?
Hello, my name is Carter. I am from Denver, Colorado. And
What's up?
my question, am I on?
Yes,
You
yes,
are
you
on.
Yep.
Okay, and my question is, what is your favorite Hearthstone deck?
My favorite Hearthstone deck, like of all time or like now? Because now is really easy
Of
to
all
answer.
time, because like right
All
now
time.
it's really, I know it's just like playing Pirate Warriors.
I think
playing
it
against
had to be Fatigue Druid, because you
Okay,
just had to
that is
deal
my
with
favorite.
everything. Yeah.
with the 9. I'm totally spacing on it. It was so long ago. The 9 cost gain your life back.
Yep.
Tree of
Well, it was
Life.
mostly that, like, you had to keep up with tempo, you had to keep up
Yeah,
with value, you had to keep up with hand size. But something that you also never had to deal with before was like the cumulative weight of your deck. Like if you were playing against Control Warrior, you knew you'd eventually have to deal with Brawl and this and that, and you needed to save specific cards because you know your win condition is to draw out every single card. So it was probably like the deck with the most depth that I played, even though it wasn't particularly good.
Thank you. That's actually, you inspired me to play that deck for when I started. So
Cool, man. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you.
All right. Again, if anyone wants to call in, the number is 909-360-8330. Man, you're one of the YouTubers that really helped me along playing Hearthstone. Watching your videos, Kripp, I was able to go from rank 25 to 24.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. And, I started playing this deck called Pirate Warrior, and I was finally able to reach that milestone. So thank you so much.
What? I didn't
I'm
tell
just-
you to play
I know, I'm
that.
just playing. I'm just playing with you. No, all right, man. So we're gonna go ahead. He's like, I don't play. No, fucking Pirate Warrior's cancer.
Don't slander me.
Oh, do you play Pirate Warrior, Miguel?
No, I'm saying Kripp's saying that. I have not played since Destiny 2 came out. I don't know if Jade Druid's still a thing. It's the only deck I could afford.
God, Jade Druid. Fuck Jade Druid. Anyway. Oh, you can curse, by the way, Kripp.
Okay, I didn't know that.
I
was being all innocent. I had to pick my words.
No, if it's totally
Laugh at
fine.
you.
So if something happens in the game and you get fucked, it's fine. You can say whatever you want. All right, so we're gonna take our next phone call.
Oh, he got fucked earlier. I've been paying
All
attention.
right, you are
That was too.
you are live with Kripp and the Kinda Gaming Show. How are you? And what's your question?
I'm doing just fine. I'm wondering, so Kripp, a while ago, you talked about on your stream that you did, you worked with computers and whatnot. Is the A+ certification worth it?
I never got it. It depends. So my experience is as a computer technician, because I did have other friends who did the same job. If you want to work for like the big box stores as like, that guy that helps people that really have no clue about anything, then yes, you need that stuff, because the larger companies, they just care about qualifications because it's like a system. But if you get a job at the smaller places, which is, in my opinion, a lot better, they probably won't care if you have better, I don't know, work characteristics. Like if you can articulate yourself, if you're well presented, if you feel that you can do the different roles, because in the smaller businesses, it's more important to be multi-skilled rather than just knowing how to do one thing better. So depends. If you want to go in that kind of job or any other, doesn't hurt to just send a few applications and be confident about it. And then if that doesn't work, then you can waste your time getting an A+ certificate. Which, yes, it is a waste of time. You won't learn anything from it, but other companies will know that you know that.
So the answer to how good is the A+ certification is it's not that good.
It's good,
no.
Good for business. That's about it.
Yeah, right?
It's good for getting the job.
All right. Man, this is really fun. See, this isn't going anywhere near as bad as you thought it would, Kripp. Unless, I don't know. I think
Don't
it's
speak
fine.
too soon.
I guess it's true, right? We still have you for about half an hour. Anything could happen in that half an hour. You could play day 9 on stream
Put
right
37 Baba Booies in half an hour.
Baba Booey.
The fuck is a Baba Booey?
From the
You didn't watch Howard Stern?
You're into radio, but you don't know who Howard Stern is. Like,
I do know.
I only
who
know
Howard...
from Philly, Filthy Frank.
Oh, it's a whole deal. Like that's the whole thing. Is like
I feel like I just played Quest Rogue without the quest. I'm really puzzled right now.
So yeah, the game's been going great for you.
Yeah, wait. Oh, you mean your opponent?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. Yeah. I mean, he's just trying this new deck. I don't know. When you're ranked 17, you shouldn't be surprised at the moment.
No, I am now ranked 17.
Oh, are you
there
playing?
We go.
Are you on
rank up, boys. Rank up.
Oh, good job.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
couldn't tell. Your face is blocking the ranking. All
yeah,
right.
it's okay.
Yeah, I feel like that's the least important thing on here.
Yeah, no, of course. Oh, we just saw it live on stream. Rank 17, boys. All right. So we're going to take another phone call. Oh, and girl. Sorry, Cass. All right, caller, you are live with Chaotic Radio and Kripparrian. What's your name, where you calling from, and what's your question?
My name's Leah. I'm calling from Los Angeles, California.
All right.
Hey. So my question is it weird when you call out subs names who have your name in it, and do you have any favorites?
No. I mean, if you watch the stream enough, there's some famous subs like Ranya's Bloody Tampon is like a 38-month sub right now.
Lord.
So I read that out for the first time, and people who aren't regulars, they lose their minds. But I've read enough that I don't really get fazed by them. Just sometimes people have extremely long sentences, and I just can't figure it out. I have to look at it, and they got numbers instead of letters. Those are the ones that can get a bit confusing. But other than that, no, I don't get fazed by it.
Okay, thank you so much for calling. You have a great night.
What is the deal with those faces in the chat? I love them, but I can't tell what they are.
Oh yeah, you don't really use Twitch, do you?
No.
Okay, they're just emotes.
But do you have to actually search the internet to find those?
Those are from
no.
They're subscriber emotes from various channels.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Using words to voice your opinion is just so 2012.
17. Okay.
Well,
yeah.
To be fair, it's probably a lot easier for you to see a face than a question.
But it's just the same face over and over. It's like they're obviously
Kappa.
watching. So
There's a few popular ones.
Yeah.
Right, Smork, Kappa.
That's funny.
So I got a question for you, Kripp. Other than gaming YouTubers, who's your favorite non-gaming YouTuber if you have one?
I'm not sure actually. Give me a sec.
Non-gaming YouTuber.
Well, yeah, you
Yeah.
know, because I know,
No, I know what you mean.
you know,
but-
because obviously he's in one space. So I was just wondering if there's any other YouTubers that are outside of your space that you're a fan of.
Fair.
Well, I like H3.
Yeah,
I like
boy.
Ranya's channel.
I like H3 a lot.
Actually, what does Rania do on her channel? I don't know. I haven't checked
It's
it out.
mostly real life videos. We do like cooking videos, doggy videos. Posted a video today where she got me something cool. Whoa, I'm like dead. What happened?
Oh shit. Oh, that yeah.
Holy shit, that I was not paying attention. Now you that doesn't look good.
Hydra happened.
Fuck.
Obviously, you just want to play the archer into their Hydra. And then you want to play their
No, it's totally over.
No, it's fine. You just want to oh, yeah, never mind.
Oh, you were serious. You thought there was a way.
No, I did not. For some reason I forgot what Hydra did because it's been about a month and a half since I played Hearthstone. Anyway, we're going to take another caller. We're going to
That's about it for non-gamings. That's about it. I have a few other like vegan channels I watch like before that I don't think I've watched in years now, but I haven't bothered to cancel the subscription. That's about it.
I see.
Everything else is gaming related.
Fair enough. All right, caller, you are live with Chaotic Radio and Kripparrian. What's your name?
Hello?
Where are you calling from? And what's your question?
Hey.
Oh, okay. What's up? So I'm big and thick in chat, and I am from Minnesota. And with BlizzCon coming up, I wanted to ask a question of nostalgia. And I was just asking, do you remember when Wreckful Miss Lethal at BlizzCon, and can you give us some analysis on that?
Okay. Yes, so way back in the old age of 2013, they did the first Hearthstone tournament and invited the famous players rather than the good ones. But in some cases, the famous players were the good ones. And yeah, in the semifinal, I played Wreckful. And Wreckful had, I don't know what it was, I'm not up with the meme, but it was 3 damage numbers, right? Or was it 2? It was like 8 plus 3, right?
Blast and Frostbolt.
Was that
Was that okay? Well, thank you so much for calling.
Yeah, thanks, dog.
Have a good one, man.
That was big
So-
and thick. everyone.
Right, big and thick. He got a little soft at the end.
But
Still big and thick.
I thought I was still answering that question. All right.
I thought so too.
Well,
He stopped talking.
it wasn't that big of a deal. People just made it a big deal because it's easy to poke fun at people, and it's kind of funny that this stuck on with Wreckful because Wreckful and I were in the same guild in Exodus for, well, he was in for years before, I was in for years after, and there was a little bit of crossover. And that's how the guild structure worked in World of Warcraft. If you made a mistake like 6 years ago and like wiped the raid, it's like anytime you do something stupid, it just gets brought up again and again. So it's just so fitting. Thank you guys for giving him that experience this day.
Do you still get invited to tournaments? Ever?
Oh, I get invited to tournaments all the time, but I rarely play in them. It's I don't know, maybe that might change these days because I'm starting to play more Constructed. But Constructed has generally been pretty boring.
Yeah, I was just wondering, in terms of Hearthstone YouTubers, because I mean, I know you're a Twitch streamer, but in my mind, I watch you more on YouTube than on Twitch, so that's kind of my classification. When I first started playing, the only YouTubers I would watch that played Hearthstone were you and Total Biscuit, only because you guys were the only ones that actually played fun decks. Like watching Trump is great, but I don't know, just something different. Anyway. So I was
we can't really play those anymore. So, rip.
No, ladder these days is horrible. That's why I stopped playing. I've been playing. I played since before Nax came out, and this new expansion did nothing to help that. I don't know. It's not fun. I commend you for playing every day. Anyway.
It's all right. I've had some fun playing these joke decks, but it can be frustrating because with any deck in Hearthstone, even if it is a joke deck, you play it because you like it. You get better at it, and once you're better at it, you expect to actually win because you're good at the deck and you're good at the game. But that's just, oh man, that's just not happening these days. It's just like
it's
the bad decks just cannot compete right now. It's crazy.
No, it's because the constructed decks these days are too finely tuned. It's standard. I thought would help fix that, but it's only kind of aggravated the problem. And I don't know. On top of that, the free-to-play experience these days is just horrendous. Anyway, so we're going to take our next phone caller.
Anyway.
Caller, you are live with Chaotic Radio and Kripparrian. What's your name, where you calling from, and what's your question?
Hi, my name is Max. I am from Huntington Beach, California. And it's also, first off, it's really nice to meet you, Kripp, and everything. It's really cool to be on the stream and everything. And I wanted to ask, what are your opinions of hero cards in Arena?
I've voiced that a few times. Hero cards, much like a few of the others, are just really frustrating. They're cards that are just like too good on their own. Like it doesn't always apply to the game. Like, if you're playing tempo versus tempo, it doesn't matter. You have a hero card. So the statistics are not like you have the Death Knight card, you're going to win 100% of your games. And because they're not that, it makes it so the stats, I think, are a little skewed still. But it's the most depressing feeling when you've been, playing well, just making it happen the whole game. And at the end of it, when you're about to win, like Frostless Jaina comes down and like crushes your dreams. So yeah.
What about specifically the Mage one? Like, how is that? I've been facing up against the Mage one a lot recently because it's just absurdly overpowered with its lifesteal mechanic. Should it be like nerfed anyway, or should it be just taken out of Arena in general?
A large part of the problem is that they have those synergy picks, and the synergy picks are whatever, right? But the main problem with them is, oh god, hold on.
Things are not looking great for Kripp right now.
What is
the main problem? Is that the Mage one and the Warlock one are offered as synergy picks, which is bullshit. Like, you see the Mage and Warlock one like 3 or 4 times more than the others, and those are also like the most soul-crushing ones. So, yeah, that's a big problem.
Well, thank you then. I was just wondering about that because I've been going against them a lot recently.
Oh, you can expect to continue to have that experience.
Thank you so much for
just
calling.
gotta prepare for it, all the...
Oh wow,
I got tired of it.
Oh wow, I was about to say I didn't click the kill switch button. Our engineer was just like, "The fuck out of here."
He took too much time. Next caller.
Sorry about that, man.
Jesus. Yeah. Sorry if whatever your name is in chat. Blame it on
the weather.
Please do blame it on me. Don't find me.
He's like, give me that credit.
No.
I was just gonna say blame it on Frodan, but whatever. I don't know. All right.
Yeah, we got
You
limited
want to
time.
bet this is Deadly Shot here? Oh god.
Oh, it absolutely is. If it's the worst thing that can happen to you, it's gonna have to be it.
Yeah.
I like how you just know that by now.
He accepts it.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and take our next caller. Caller, you are live with Chaotic Radio and Kripparrian. What's your name? Where are you calling from? And what's your question?
Hey, Kripp. My name is Sean. I'm calling from New York City. And I was wondering, how would you improve the Hearthstone tournament scene? Like, what sort of format would you enjoy to spectate, cast, or participate in?
I liked casting when people were actually bringing new decks a lot. I found casting very difficult when that died down. I think I'm going to go for the safe play here. Sorry. Yeah, I feel like during Classic, Nax, during GVG, maybe a little bit past that, you would see frequently players bringing their own creations to tournaments and actually doing well with them. like frequently as if like, you know, every second, third, maybe fourth player in a week tournament. And that was cool. It was really nice to see that. But when everyone's bringing the same decks, there's not really much to talk about.
And then
Hearthstone's not a game where you see the same faces very frequently. So there's not much to talk about the players. There's not much to talk about the decks. There's not much to talk about the plays. So, I mean, people give casters a hard time. Casters in Hearthstone right now have it pretty hard, okay? There's not much to talk about. So obviously they're going to say a bunch of bullshit. But yeah, I think casting was something I really like to do, and something I hope that would be pretty fun again one day.
Cool. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you.
All right, man. Our phone lines are just, you know, they're lit up this entire time, man. It's like you have some fans or something. Like people like you, I guess. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, it's like we try to go back and forth of taking calls and talking to you ourselves, but it's like I kind of want to just let people get in and get their questions in.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's a little different. You know, I like I said earlier, you're like the only streamer that I see, especially out of the popular ones, that doesn't use any kind of text to speech. English is not my language right now, apparently.
Yeah. The thing that pops up and says you subscribe.
Exactly, and call exactly. Yeah. all of my techniques for the radio are going out the window. I forgot how to speak English. This is mad.
Either way.
I see this as we're giving people free opportunities to ask sub questions.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we're going to take our next caller.
Go ahead.
Caller, you are live with Chaotic Radio.
Speak.
What's your question?
All right. Okay, here we go. Hey, Kripp. Name's Justin. Okay, wait. Just let me mute this. Okay, 1 second. Oh, my God. Very excited.
You're good. You're good, dude. Just breathe. You got it. You got it. Hit me with your question.
I got this. All right, Kripp. You know what? I've been playing a lot of control decks lately, and even though I put all these control cards and all this and all that BS, I find all these aggro decks still find a way to kill me. And I'm like, Prince Rogue, what is that card? The 2-mana, buff everything +1/+1? Bullshit. Well, guess what? I'm asking you, do you think that Hearthstone should add health points to the heroes? Because maybe even 5 health points could change everything, you know? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just thinking about this. I play Control Warlock, and I just can't get it done. A little bit more health, I think go all the way. What do you think?
Don't you think like a Zulok with a lot more health would also be a bit of an issue, though? It kind of works both ways. I think the best anti-aggro tools were ones they made forever ago. I'm mostly talking about like Zombie Chow. It was a card that you couldn't run in aggro. You could run in mid-range, but you could not run Zombie Chow in aggro. Deathlord, you could not run that in aggro as good as it was, right?
Yeah, but
so
also Nax.
They just need more cards like that.
Like, you had a whole bunch more aggro cards. Like, you had these control cards, but aggro still beat up those, even the 2-8 taunt, man. They still got through it.
It was not too bad before, I think. But yeah, it's tough world there for control decks. It's always been.
Yeah, for sure. Anyway.
Thank you so much for calling.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, Kripp, man. I love you. I'm gonna keep on liking the vids and have a good stream, buddy.
Smash that like button. Thank you.
Yeah, do you like I said, I don't really watch your Twitch stream very often anymore. Do you still do the bro fist when people subscribe?
Yes. I did that right before we started up, bro. Where were you? Weren't you scouting?
Yeah. For about 5 minutes, yeah. We came in right like 5 minutes before, but we don't have the audio on. I just wanted to see how many people were in your chat so I could shit myself.
Okay.
It's like, this is my daily life, dude.
No, you know, like it's a little different. You know, being on the radio, it's a little bit more controlled. You know, you see the numbers, but you don't.
I don't know if control's the right word on chaotic radio.
I guess that's fair, but it's just different. You know, being able to see a chat there with that many fucking people, it's scary, man.
I mean, it's a lot of memes. Yeah.
It is a lot of memes. As someone who's as big as you are, how do you even sift through the comments and all of this other stuff? You know, because obviously
He
people
just ignores them.
I don't.
No,
No,
he
he
catches
doesn't
shit.
ignore him. He very often in his videos.
Well,
and-
let's let him answer instead of answering. for
yeah,
him.
absolutely, right.
Well, you get used to reading that crap. Not much more than that. It's kind of interesting. I talked about it the other day. People thought I was ignoring a legitimate question, and I was, because people were copy pasting it. Like, if people want something ignored, all they have to do is write like a block of text and like constantly paste it in chat. My eyes are like immune to that, even if it could be a totally legitimate question. But like that's how I function when reading the chat. Like I don't see the spam.
Right, you're obviously playing a game. Like you're streaming. You're doing something.
He's also got there's like 20 people putting something up like
Every second.
Every 5 seconds, there's like another 20 different people.
That's an understatement.
Your voice okay, Connor? It sounds like you ate some gravel.
No, I ate a bowl of nails.
You just
before
became a
coming here.
man.
Oh, okay. Cool.
No, I've had like this stupid throat for like a week.
All right, cool. We're going to take another phone caller. Again, if anyone wants to call in, the number is 909-360-8330. Caller, you are live with Kripparrian and the Kind of Gaming Show. What's your name, where you calling from, and what's your question?
My name is Taylor MC03 in the chat. I'm just saying hello from Scotland.
Hey.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Oh, this is bad. I didn't realise I'd actually get Fred speak to the almighty Kripparrian.
Well, you made it.
I'm
What's
just
up?
wondering. I was just wondering. I forgot what I was going to say now.
Take a deep
I
breath.
absolutely forgot what I was going to say. This is quite mad. I was just wondering if you can play the Fatigue Rogue deck with Cold Light Oracle and Shadow Blade and just fatigue the hell out of your opponent so they die.
Oh, I played that, the Cold like Shadow Blade deck. Yeah, I played that like one day, like a few weeks ago. It's pretty fun. It's just another one of those like fun decks that you get good at and get frustrated for not putting up results. But it's cool. It's a cool experience. Maybe I'll play some more.
Cool. Thank you so much for calling.
Okay, goodbye.
Have a good one.
See ya.
All right, we're going to take our next caller right away. Caller, you are live with Chaotic Radio and Kripparrian. What's your name, where are you calling from, and what's your question? What's your number?
Hey, how's it going? It's Alex. I'm calling from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Hey.
My question for Kripp is, how do you balance like a social life with like friends and stuff and still stream full time?
Yeah, I don't have very many friends, but that's okay.
Okay. And then my other question is, do you guys plan on having a child at any point, and how would you guys deal with that, having a full-time stream schedule and stuff?
Yeah, answer right now, live over the radio, Kripp.
No, we're not really planning on doing that. We've talked about it before, but I mean, who knows? People change, lives change. So
yeah, things happen.
You never
All
know.
good.
But
cool.
For now, that's a
All right,
no.
well,
All right, thank you so much for calling.
Awesome. Thanks. Bye.
What's your favorite Kripparino, Kripp? In your comments on your YouTube channel, there's always a million of them. Skipperino, Kripparino, T-shirterino, Kripparino. Which one's your favorite, man?
Man, it sucks because I actually don't remember.
You had a video on this.
I don't
a while
remember
back.
his name. I don't know which one it is, but there was one guy that went through like every video that he did this for. He just picked out every single highlight, and for the pack opening, he did this as well, which was like mental, because that thing took so much time. Like I'd upload the like day one of the expansion pack opening video, opening like 1,000 packs, and he would have the timestamps for like 40 different interesting packs in like the 2 to 3 hour video of the day. Yeah, that's dedication.
I think I actually used that one for that video to see what cool shit you got.
I think so.
The most recent Knights one, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I always feel bad using the Skipperino, Kripparino. Like, you talk in front of your videos for a reason, and like one of the top comments always is like, "Well, do you really want to listen to Kripp?" Like, I don't know. It feels bad, man.
The answer is yes, Andrew. I do.
Most definitely.
All right, we're gonna take another caller. Caller, you are live with Chaotic Radio and Kripparrian. What's your name? Where are you calling from? What's your question?
Hello, I'm Mike. I'm also from Southern California, as so many people tend to be, it seems. My question is that when you often go through sponsored games, I'm wondering if you ever filter them for like depth or potential to explore systems. You seem to have a really strong affinity for figuring out systems. I'm wondering if that ever plays a part in what games you choose.
It sometimes plays a negative part. I generally don't take on MMOs unless I know they're going to be great, because I won't actually know if it's a great game until I play it for a long time. So it's kind of the opposite. I mostly choose games based on like the quality of the game and whether I think I will like it in the end and whether I think my audience will like it in the end. And sometimes it ends up being a complicated game, but I don't go out there specifically targeting complicated games. It's actually kind of the opposite sometimes, where I mostly stay away from the ones where the gameplay experience is walled off from a lot of time, basically.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it's awesome. I love your sponsored content. I hope you keep doing it. I like to see new games as well. I think a lot of other people do, so keep doing you, man.
Thank you so much for calling.
Mm-hmm.
So do you play a lot of MMOs or just stick to like World of Warcraft?
Well, I like the first two big games that I played were Diablo 2 and Dark Age of Camelot. Like I played those games for years and years.
For sure.
Then I moved on to World of Warcraft. I tried a few different MMOs after that, but it wasn't really quite the same. I never really got very much into MMOs after that. You know, I see what's going on sometimes. There's a few cool ones that pop up from time to time that are at least good to play for a while.
I was going to ask if you played any like Final Fantasy 14 or Star Wars Galaxies back in the day.
No, I did not play Star Wars Galaxy.
Oh, it was beautiful. It was a little bit before World of Warcraft. I think it was like a year or two before then, before World of Warcraft came out. And that's what I was into, so that's why I never got into WoW.
Is that old?
Yeah. It came out in 2003. So World of Warcraft was 2004?
Yeah.
So it was about a year before.
Like right around there.
Jesus.
Yeah, and I was playing Star Wars since it came out because I was, Star Wars nerd. So
I feel you. I mean, everyone, different strokes for different folks, right?
And Final Fantasy 14 is very similar to that game, which is why I like it so much. Because it's made by Sony Online Entertainment. That might be why. Same publishing, but yeah.
All right, cool. We're going to take another caller. We have about 5 minutes left here on the show. So we're going to take a few more callers. Caller, you are live with Chaotic Radio and Kripparrian. What's your name, where are you calling from, and what's your question?
Hey, Kripparrian. Jake Day here from Washington, D.C. Really glad I got a hold of you. Huge fan, and I just really need your help. So I'm on my first pick on Rogue and Arena. Do I pick Lich King, Ysera, or Deathwing? Thanks.
Holy shit.
Lich King, Ysera, or Deathwing? Was that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. I'd probably go with Deathwing. If you pick Deathwing and play a tempo rogue, you always have that like second wind. I'd go with Deathwing. If we're talking about the Deathwing, not imposter Deathwing.
Yeah.
I assume when people say Deathwing, they don't even mention the other one. Like, everyone knows what you mean when you say Deathwing.
It's probably fair.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
Yeah, real Deathwing. Go for the big slam.
Right, it's like, what kind of pulls do you have
Do you
to
have a Twitter handle I can tweet you at with my 12 wins?
That's a question for me. Yeah, dude. You can find my Twitter in the description of the stream or on YouTube or anywhere. Just open your eyes, man. The Twitter's there.
Yeah, I know you're not talking to us, but if you wanted to follow us, it's at Chaotic Radio. I already know he wasn't, but exactly.
Really maybe it was actually, Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So tomorrow when I check the thing, I'm just gonna have one random message. I went 0-3 actually. Deathwing didn't help at all. All right, so let's go ahead and take 2 more callers. I think maybe 3. All right, caller, you are live with Chaotic Radio and Kripparrian. What's your name? What's your question? And where are you calling from?
Hi, it's Ronnie's Bloody Tampon from New Jersey.
Oh.
Whoa!
Are you just claiming it? How do we know you're the real one?
So
add
another month.
Hey, can I just ask my question though?
Yeah, go for it.
Hey, Kripp. So just in regards to like your monetization and like, where's the moneymaker at? Like, is it with Twitch? Is it with YouTube? Like, where do you get the most money from?
It varies from month to month. We have a lot of deals. It would be the deals, but the deals is not just like, oh, hey, we played the sponsor game this month. You know, it counts like live events, it counts projects, it counts like some events we do for sponsors from time to time. So I think if you add all of that up, it usually is the largest section.
Awesome. Thanks, Kripp. Big fan.
Thanks for
Thank
calling.
you so much. All right, let's go ahead and just take the next phone call real quick. Rapid fire. Phone caller.
And I'm next.
Yeah, you are live with Chaotic Radio. What's your question for Kripp?
Oh, did we do
Hey, Kripp, what's up? I'm Parker from Texas. I've been trying to call you this whole time. Nice red hair, by the way. I've got red hair, too. I'm also Pork the Dorky Chat. My question is, what part of Romania are you from?
Northeastern part.
Northeastern part. Yeah, my girlfriend's Romanian, and she watches...
They call the
stream,
area
too.
Bukovina.
Bukovina. That's interesting. Yeah, yeah, also another question. Why are you vegan?
I have shitty health problems, and most of them went away over time eating this way after I tried just about everything else.
All right, yeah, I was wondering if it was like a moral thing or what.
The morality comes afterwards, and it's not particularly strong in my case. But yeah, that was not the driving factor originally. If eating cows made me all good, I'd eat cows 3 meals a day. So
yeah,
fair enough.
I love burgers.
Thanks
But
for
yeah,
Thank you
really
so-
nice talking to you. I hope your dogs are cool and have a nice stream.
Have a good one, man.
Thank you.
All right, cool. I think we have time for one more caller. Caller, you are live with Kripparrian and Chaotic Radio. What's your question?
I just had a question for Kripp. What do you think can be done to make like esports as a general more appealing to people who don't really know it right now? Because like when you think of esports, you just think of they're sitting at a computer and they're just playing. But what do you think could be made more respectful, like the NFL or the NBA or something like that?
I have like 2 answers to this question. The main thing is I don't actually understand what the appeal is for sports in general. I'm not sure why people watch that anyway.
what was
Any
that?
sport. Like I like ping pong kind of because those people are like superhuman. But other than that, I don't really get the appeal for anything else. But I think the main thing with video games is if you're not playing the game, you just don't really have a stake in it. Like the only game that I think I watched that I didn't really play was StarCraft. Just because I know of StarCraft, so I knew like a little bit, and it was just kind of impressive to see the people playing on that level. It just looks impressive to manage all those different things at the same time while having like, you know, mental counters for every break point in the game and trying to counter your opponents, right? So like that stuff's pretty cool, but I don't know. Like I know League of Legends is huge, and people are like, "Oh my God, Kripp is the big League of Legends tournament's happening right now." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever, dude. I don't care." So it's difficult for it to get big because games kind of attract only the people, mostly only attract the people that already play those games. And I don't think there's a game out there that takes enough of a market share to bring it into like the TV level of things. Worldwide, at least.
Cool. Thank you so much for calling. All right, man. So real quick, we're going to have to go off the air, but before we go, this is going to be a little cringy, so I'm just going to preface this by saying that our show is the kinda gaming show. Your big thing is how good is. Can we get you to please say how good is the kinda gaming show? It's pretty good. We would love to use it as a drop, man.
Okay.
Go ahead.
How good? Whoa, you want a clean recording, right?
Yes.
All right, keep quiet. How good is the kind of gaming show? Turns out, it's pretty good.
Awesome.
There you go.
Thank
All right,
man.
cool. Thank you
I
so
feel
much.
like such a tool right now, but I hope it's satisfactory.
That's because you are. We all are.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, man. Honestly, I'm a big fan of yours, and it was a pleasure to have you on the show.
I saw a sellout with like 18 L's.
All right, man. Thanks, man.
Thanks for doing this.
You have
man.
a good night.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. So for everyone from here at chaoticradio.com, we want to thank you, everyone all of our sponsors. A thank you to Kripparrian and everyone who called. We will be live again next week, Thursday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., and we will see you then.
Ow, my fucking ears.
Big ass bra, we like Bruce Lee, rock, got the clout.